Coming up on Now You Made It Awkward podcast.
I mean, what's stupider than a square or a rectangle?
Have you seen Kentucky? That's a pretty stupid shape. But also Michigan.
Missouri.
Yes, it's split.
Yeah, Michigan is a state that's not even connected to itself.
Yeah.
It's a state with lakes.
It's
Yeah.
Michigan is Wisconsin's hat, and it doesn't make any sense.
It's the Great Lakes.
Is
ditch.
it not? Is it not? It is Wisconsin's hat. It doesn't make any sense.
But I cook
But you don't
that
have,
how do
you
you
don't
shit
have
out
to
of
do
it.
anything. But
Why are
it's
you
just
out here trying to
tomatoes.
kill Chad?
Yeah.
No,
I
'cause
can't make him
I know.
change his recipe.
every time I cook
Use
tomatoes,
low tomato
I start
tomatoes.
those first so they break down as much as possible.
Use
for you.
ketchup at least.
I'd trust Dad entirely.
It's-
He's like, well, he's good.
Yeah.
No, he's still good. Fuck, he's still good.
But it's like, yeah, Jeff could literally have a tree laying on him and a fucking wildcat chewing on his fucking ankle, and your dad's still, he's fine.
I'm good. I got this.
Yeah, he'll be okay. Because he's been trying to get everything back together, and he wants to basically. You're still dripping all over your fucking shirt. Is there a hole in the cup?
There. Is there?
No, you just suck at drinking.
It's mustache.
You have a drinking problem. It doesn't all make it in your mouth. Either way, but
All over my face, neck, and chest.
Saves it for later.
yeah, wrings his shirt out later. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty, and you will be too. Fucking desire.
Don't betray
Out here
Dream.
fucking up. Okay. Dream's a good guy. Okay.
Don't eat other people's eyeballs.
Okay. Let your dead husband go. Okay.
Keep
Okay.
the baby, though.
Okay, yeah. We're just going to do the entire story. We're just going to do the entire story. So basically, Dream banishes him.
You paying it?
Exactly.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
All right. So I do have something to start with. Very interesting from last week. So I did send you a link to an episode of the Micro podcast.
I watched most of it, yeah.
Okay. So there was a part of that podcast that stood out to me. So
Which
are
part?
you familiar with Micro?
No.
Dirty Jobs?
Dirty Jobs.
Really?
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Hold the fuck on.
Bad Shadow.
Bad chat. How do you not know who Mike Rowe is?
Oh, Mike Rowe. I thought I didn't know exactly what you.
Yeah, Mike
said.
Rowe.
Mike
yes.
Rowe.
The Mike
Yes.
Rowe podcast. Okay, yes, thank you. That's why we said Dirty Jobs. Yeah. Either way, so he has a podcast now. At least one. He's got several, but either way, he had Tim Allen on the other day.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and they were talking about the new show, of course, shifting gears, but they were also talking about philosophy,
I'm 3
religion.
or 4 episodes in, and it's rough.
I told you. So the thing is that I did not know that Tim Allen legit has like a doctorate and shit, and like has actually.
He's like a smart fuck.
Yeah, he's a smart fuck. He's studied philosophy and everything else like that. However, he did say this.
Potential that it is both. Now, there's an old, I believe it's mystical Judaism. I think it was what a Kabbalah thing I'd read. Guy goes out of an office building. There's a homeless guy sitting on the side.
It's a little bit of a story, but
first
follow it.
go around. Guy goes out, ignores him. I don't want to deal with homeless people. I've got my own life. And he walks out, and there's a pillar, a light post, and there's a doctor between him and the light post across the street. He walks out, gets hit by a car. Because the pillar was there, the doctor didn't see any of it. He walked around the corner. And he gets hit, not gravely injured. Second guy goes out and
Did
at
you see
least
this
looks
part?
at the guy.
Okay.
And says hello. It says, I don't. But he pauses a minute. This time, the doctor now can see all this, hears the noise, comes across, and helps him. Third guy goes out and helps the guy, misses all the drama, and he said, so those 3 choices could exist temporally in different worlds. That we have every decision you make, free will is another world. And deja vu is when one crosses the other one. You come back and go, I've been here. I've done this before. If you go,
Does that sound familiar?
It sounds like a cross between Deja Vu and Schrodinger's box.
From episode 96, what is deja vu?
Yeah.
It's coming next because I'm so all over the place.
I drop whatever conversation I may had. I barely think about it again.
Yeah. Well, I can have it by myself.
Yeah.
I can have it by myself. It's like, I've done this before. Like this thing, it is the feeling of I've done this before. And it's not a memory situation. It's
I get that every day. I pull into the same parking lot every damn night. I've done this before.
Yeah. So But that's you'll just have- you and me. It's like you probably
For those
had
who are
this
just
sensation
listening.
and you just ignored it. If I,
I
had to
ignore
guess.
a lot.
Yeah, you ignore a lot. But for me, if I'm going to go tinfoil hat situation, it's memories from the alternate universe
Yeah.
bleeding over. It's like it's where so much of your life is exactly the same.
Memories
that
from the
they-
multiverse.
Well, yeah, where like basically like wherever a decision split things off, and then now you're
So
running.
deja vu's
It's where you're bumping into yourself doing the same thing elsewhere. Like it's like you and you are literally doing the same thing, and because realities are so close together at that point, that you literally experience your other self doing it at the same time.
So you're saying you and your other self made different decisions at that particular point?
No, at this point we've come to the exact same point.
Okay.
It's wherever there was a divergence, like if it was always, you would never feel it. So like either the only way for me, if you're running a parallel universe, at least one that's close. So if you assume that there's decisions that so tiny,
Just so tiny, like there's a version of me that's thin.
like I'm wearing. Yeah, sorry, that was a perfect spot to stop that. But either way, it is funny that this was from 8 months ago. You and I had that discussion based off Shaun asking us what
Yeah.
he thought deja vu was, and this week on Mike Rowe's podcast, Tim Allen literally says the same thing. It's where the multiverse crosses.
Yeah.
Now I looked into it. I dug into it. I don't know if you know.
Uh-oh.
I looked into the actual, like, there are physicists who do believe that if the multiverse is real, every timeline vibrates on its own frequency. So, but the thing is, if you think of it like a transistor radio, if you just have a radio sitting there in a room, you should be able to turn the knob and pick up different stations from wherever because it's
Whoa.
always going.
So deja vu means two different timelines at two different frequencies hitting and resonating upon one.
Yes. Literally, they've resonated so close together because the events are the same in both timelines.
But a
and that's what
different
deja
frequency, and you know, like
and
when
you
hear,
pick up on it.
when you hear like a dissonant chord,
Yeah.
in a
No.
choir or in
yeah.
an orchestra,
Yeah.
it makes your ears kind of wiggle.
So
Yeah.
imagine two completely dissonant chords, and then they come together and they make two dissonant notes come together, and then they retune and they suddenly form a chord,
Yeah.
an actual chord
Yeah.
that is harmonizing. That is deja vu.
That's a little ooh.
Yes, that is exactly that's exactly what I feel. But the physicists believe that is probably if it does exist, and it's not just what they think.
So they're still just
Well,
guessing.
the other thing is
That's all
no.
theoretical physicists do is guess.
Beyond that, they have tried to do studies on the human brain with MRIs and try to induce deja vu to track and see what it is. There's a couple different things that they think it might be. Some of it is what is it called? It's a thing basically like the two sides of your brain that process information in a different way are just ever so slightly off. I think it's called split something. I can't remember exactly. The other thing is that your brain, the parts of your brain that are supposed to process temporal information, the things that are going on around you, basically the things that are supposed to collaborate to put together one sensory thing, are disjointed. So your brain puts it together in the wrong order and then reorganizes, so you feel like you've done it before, even though it's just the singular experience. And then of course the multiverse is the thing. But considering I've done multiverse hopping, that's where my brain really goes. I don't know if you heard that story or not. I'm not going to repeat it here, but I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
But they've heard it several times here. But I had a night where I was hopping the multiverse, and it was very strange.
So him and the rest of his Spider-Men were pointing at each other.
No, I was jumping in and out of other me's bodies.
Yeah.
Is what was happening.
I mean, I've had deja vu and everything too.
Yeah.
So I'm
He says
familiar
he's
with
never
too.
had it.
You never
Oh.
had it before?
That he
I've had
knows
it all,
of. Yeah.
all the time.
Of course,
And
I'm the
maybe
guy,
it's to the point where you just don't even realize
I'm the guy
it.
who doesn't remember his dreams.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
got easier for me to block them than to let them happen. So I close my eyes, I fall asleep, and I wake up and I'm up.
I think your pineal gland is completely calcified.
See, I still remember dreams since I
Probably.
was like 8.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, same.
Probably to
100%.
block out a bunch of shit.
You and I are so fucking similar, Chad. It's kind of funny.
But
the more we learn about each other,
when
we're
going
like,
back with you, how the hell they tried to induce that because, like you said, it's a
So-
singularity thing that has to happen. So it has to happen that way too.
Yes.
If they think it's going to do it.
So
But it's one of
the
those-
only real way they can try is by adding like a full sensory stimulus to a patient or whoever it is they're studying, and then ask them what they feel. So the thing is, they're studying the thing, and they were expecting it to be in the sensory part of the brain that processes things, but instead it was in the memory part of the brain that it triggered. So they're like, wait a minute, why? It's like, wait a minute, it should be in where your brain takes in new information, not processing like it's a memory. Why is your brain doing that? So they still don't have a solid answer why people do that.
See, I've been trying to make myself dream. I've been trying to react, subconsciously since we had that conversation months ago. I've been messing with different apps, different sleep aids. Every
might be
night
why.
now, I throw on what's called a green noise
Yes.
with a 4 gigahertz pulse.
Okay.
With the pulse is supposed to stimulate and it make your brain go into a dream state and keep
Yeah.
you in REM sleep longer.
Yeah.
It hadn't happened.
Now,
Now it does. That pulse hits with the green noise, and I can feel my shoulders drop. I can feel myself relax. My
Yeah.
head gets heavy, and it puts me to sleep. But still nothing.
then maybe you're not actually hitting REM, because REM is where you dream.
Maybe.
Or maybe you're just one of the people cursed by the fact that dream was gone for 100 years.
I'm kind of cool with that because, man, my head's a scary place to be. The
I don't
few
wanna be there.
dreams that I remember are violent and intense, and
Are those dreams or memories? Both.
a little bit of both.
Yeah. So, and this is what I
Well, the one with the purple unicorn doing backflips down Conroe High School's football stadium bleachers.
Yeah.
I don't think had anything to do with it.
So the main thing I would say to you on that, and I mean, I know you've taken different types of edibles and stuff like that, and you've even tried microdosing some other things to help with other types of trauma.
Yes.
But
We'll touch on that later.
yes, but if the one thing that they've looked at for DMT studies, and I would love to be a part of one. I think there's one here in Texas, and I would love to sign up for it, where they do long-term slow dose DMT experiments to basically see if you can punch through to the other side, as it were. And I feel like because we naturally produce DMT, your brain might not produce DMT like it's supposed to,
Probably not.
because DMT is what basically puts you in the dream state.
Because most of my life, I don't remember dreams unless they're crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Or for some reason, you wake up with you spend all day with your high school shop teacher trying to build a go-kart.
Yeah. Well, it could also could also be you've got some kind of weird frontal lobe damage.
Yeah.
You did hit your head on a lot of things.
Yeah, gravity is a motherfucker.
Gravity is a motherfucker. But there, I mean, I was looking into it and I was like, okay, hold on, let me go see what's going on here. Other than digging into like Reddits and stuff like that, I was looking at actual
I've
scientific
actually looked
studies.
into some similar studies and decided against it because, with my career right now, I cannot put myself in any sort of way that may or may not hamper my decision-making process.
Well, you shouldn't do it while you're awake, no. But when you're asleep, it shouldn't be a problem.
Well, still, I'm heavily armed every single night.
Yeah.
And if something,
Maybe that's a real problem.
well, if something does happen and they
Maybe you
pull
have no, what is it called? A circadian rhythm? What is it called?
circadian rhythm,
Yeah, I think you just don't have one.
I think I'm hyper alert, and it's a way of being. You do it entirely too long, and it becomes a way of life.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, I had trouble sleeping so bad after I got back home from my first deployment. And it wasn't until I got Buck, who neither of y'all remember. He was
I mean, I vaguely remember Buck.
80-pound red nose, buckskin, almond eyes, gorgeous dog. It wasn't until after I got him that I was able to start sleeping regularly and going to sleep without a lot of trouble. Because once he got,
He was like a teddy bear for
15 months, 18 months old and got big enough to actually handle business,
you. Yeah.
hearing him snoring beside my bed or curled up with his head on my shoulder, sleeping on me, allowed my brain to check out and allowed me to come off of that hyper alert state, knowing someone else was listening, someone else had my back.
Yeah.
And it's been that way ever since. I can't go to sleep now without a dog, at least in the room.
You're going to have a hell of a time on your cruise.
That's what alcohol's for.
Yeah.
Just have recordings of your dog snoring next to you and play it overnight.
Well, none of the other dogs snored.
Oh.
Buck was a snorer, a big snorer. I mean, he'd jump up on the bed, put his head right on my shoulder,
Yeah.
right alongside my left side, and just pass out.
I'm thinking of Sean's dog, Izzy snores. That's what I'm thinking of.
But Bandit will jump up with a couple nights ago. He jumped up on the bed, passed out with me while I was napping, and I fell right asleep.
So you're going to be in a weird state because you're not going to be on your normal sleep schedule or anything, and you'll be sleeping next to your wife for once.
Well, I sleep next to my wife for like 30 minutes every morning.
Right, but
home.
it's not like 7 hours. It's a different fucking thing.
And there's a couch.
There's going to be a lot of me
Yeah.
waking up early,
Yeah,
grabbing my e-reader,
yeah.
going for breakfast, finding a quiet spot, reading for a while, sipping coffee.
Good luck.
Dude, you're gonna enjoy it. So
You're gonna have
there'll
have
be a
fun.
quiet
Well,
spot,
at 6 in the morning, I'm going to
Yeah.
find a quiet spot.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're gonna have those people who
And then when
been
Amy
partying
gets
all
up-
night.
When my wife gets up, I'll have second breakfast.
You're gonna like gain all your weight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Like,
funny thing is, you say that, not necessarily.
some people do.
I lost weight on my cruise because I didn't drink the sodas or anything else like that. I
You
drank-
cruised wrong.
and I drank lemonade and water.
Oh, so you didn't like booze out and like pig out?
We ate, but
Oh, okay.
we drank and everything
Wasn't
too.
like the
But
7 times a day.
we didn't
buffet.
drink the sodas or anything else, all the
Midnight
sugary
chow.
stuff. No, we would actually get pizza and everything else at night when what was left over. So that's the thing that's like up all the time. They got either pizza
So,
or burgers.
Did you guys
or
do
anything
like 5 days? How long were you out?
I don't know if this was a 5 or 7 day. I can't remember. I think it was a 5 day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we
doing
were gonna do a 5.
We're doing Cozumel and back, so it's like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Yeah, three to 4 or 5
That's
days.
my first ever.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to expect.
So-
I'm eyes wide open. I'm going to catch shows, and if
Yeah.
I get bored, I'm leaving and going to the
No,
buffet.
you should be going during a good time. So
Yeah, it should be
You'll
perfect
have
weather.
fun.
Should be minimal kids on
Well,
board.
well, our other buddy Chad just got back from one, so hit him up. Might be going on the same trip.
I might be
they
going
were
with
in
an old
Mexico.
coworker because he said he's leaving
that's
out
weird.
Thursday on a cruise, and I was like, "Hell, I may see Matt."
Yeah. Well, so you're going to be gone that week, which is the.
I'll be back Monday. I could actually
But
show up
what is the day you'll be gone?
Monday morning. I'll be back
The date.
the 3rd.
Okay, so you'll be
I'm
back
leaving-
on
Leaving
the
the
10th.
27th.
Okay, so
I'm leaving the 27th.
yes, but I'm saying you'll be back on the 3rd.
I can be back. I can be here if I'm needed.
you probably won't be back in time.
Yeah, I will. They show up in the morning.
They're going to be back on Sunday, right?
Monday morning, 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I'm not saying you have to be here. I was trying to figure out if you and I were going to be gone back to back, but we're not. There's a week in between.
Okay.
So I'll be gone the next week. No, I won't. I will be back in time for the show. Never mind, because I'm coming back Sunday.
You're
So
gonna go on lonesome. Hi.
no,
We can show up.
no. I will. No. I will.
Let us in.
No. I mean, Jessica wouldn't be here either, so it's fine.
Aw.
No, I'll be back. I'll be coming back on Sunday. So, but I will be tired as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, because
I mean,
I have a 6 a.m. flight.
I can
to
show up
return.
Monday.
Your arms are gonna be tired.
Barry.
I can show up Monday for the podcast, but I will be
Well,
some sort of way.
worst case scenario, I've got Chad, and Louis is already going to fill in for you next week. So let's not even jump a week ahead of ahead.
I mean, I'm kind of cool jumping in with a foursome.
There's no room to put a 4th person in this room.
We can try.
No, but I talked to Marcus.
Hear me in the living room screaming.
Yeah, but I did. Now Louis did ask if he could come by just to hang out, not be on the show, and I said okay, but there's literally no room in here, so you probably literally be right outside the door in a chair
I mean,
hanging out.
I'll drop you a text as soon as I hit port.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. I mean, don't get here if you have to stretch it.
Yeah. Don't rush.
But
I
if
doubt I will.
But if you get here, you get here. If you don't, you don't.
Cool.
I ain't gonna pressure you because you also got to get home and fucking get settled back in.
No, I'm gonna go immediately to work.
Yeah, exactly. It's like get off the boat, go immediately to the parking lot.
So I'm gone.
Bye.
The Legion.
Yep. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get rolling with the full-on show here, guys. So
God, we spent 40 minutes just fucking off.
actually, that was only 23 minutes.
Oh.
Yes. No, we spent all the time fucking off beforehand. Yes. So, guys, welcome back to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, episode 133. I am Shoky, and you can follow me at all the Shoky-related links down below in the description, whether that's Shoky Review, Shoky Reviews 2, or the It Doesn't Have to Make Sense live stream channel. And, of course, if you want to, you can help support this channel and any of them, actually. But this one would be really cool because we do a full uncut video version of this podcast over on the Shoky Patreon. Plus, you can get our full uncut versions of the taste test videos, plus a little bit of extras because we did have some extra taste testing, so to speak, this week, thanks to Chato over there. And So either way, you can go do that.
Oh, Bretto.
El
Bretto.
Well, Heidi is the Bretto, technically. He's a delivery service.
I'm just a delivery boy.
She's our Uber.
She's ready.
He's our DoorDash today. So either way, over here, glitching a little bit for some reason is the Heffy.
I'm in a good mood, less grumpy.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but the camera is glitchy. Sorry, guys. I'll have to figure that out after the fact. It's legit weird. Like, you're the only one with a different frame.
Matrix.
It's literally different to ours. It's fine. But you can follow him at the Grounded and the Grumpies.
Grounded and Grumpies, yes.
And you are now actually Grounded and Grumpy on the YouTube.
Yes, I am.
So if you see comments from Grounded and Grumpy, that is him being
Is our eye.
is that. See, what you should do is whenever we do a thing like we did our taste test, you should take pictures of that and put it on your Instagrams.
Damn.
He's bad at content.
I
So
are.
am I. So
Well,
how
look,
about that?
I did content last week.
Sure.
I did.
What?
Instagram.
What did you put on Instagram?
The cooking shit I was doing.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
But you ate it.
Yeah, I did eat.
Yeah,
So
we
either
all
way,
did.
yes, we all ate it. Over here we have the Chato,
What's up,
the proprietor of CE4 Graphics
sir?
And
uh,
bread.
and bread and bread. And actually, I do need to.
Jalapeno cheese.
We've had no time to talk, but I have to talk design with
Artisanal
you before
awesome.
we leave.
All right.
Yes, because I have a thing I need for
Yes,
you
sir.
to
I
do.
already know that.
So actually, reach out to him for printing stuff or making signage or wrapping vehicles, and go check him out on the.
Even if you're not
Facebooks.
local, he'll probably ship.
Yes.
He definitely does ship.
And,
items.
and if he has art that's more than he feels like dealing with, he'll reach out to someone we know.
Yep.
And if you need a cutout of anybody, apparently that's a weird business we've developed. If you need a GIF,
A Jeef.
wait, you still have the GIF file, so it'd
Yes,
be
I
funny
do.
if you could permit
Oh,
GIFs.
no.
Yes, guys, order a GIF.
Order a Jeef.
GIFs. Order a half scale GIF to scare your wife. It'll be fine. We need a dwarf GIF.
Dwarf Jeef.
Mini
Dwarf
GIF.
GIF. Mini GIF.
Mini Jeef.
I didn't know I needed a mini GIF until just now.
Okay. Make one.
But Heffy,
What's up, baby?
They can connect with us how?
They can email us at NowYouMadeItAwkwardMail@gmail.com or on our Facebook page, Now You Made It Awkward Podcast, where you can do as Shaun does, is send us voice messages and text messages via the message function.
Indeed, you can do that.
I do that better drunk.
I'm more concerned that you're actually drunk considering. You had a beer and then a couple of shots of vodka and you're drunk.
On no food.
See, he's me now.
Eat the bread.
I am Spartacus.
There you go.
He's not Spartacus. He's Dumbassicus. Wasn't that a biblical...
Are you not entertained?
Not really. Well, let's see if Shaun's entertained. What the hell have we got here?
Roadside confessionals. Bring them on.
Now, you had a parking lot confessional the other week.
I did.
Question for the pod. Hey, how about we play a game?
Okay.
Let's play FMK. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Crap.
Between Shoky,
Crap.
Hefe,
Crap.
Giga Chad, and Sean Diesel.
That's
Crap.
four. You can't do
I'm not
four-way.
really Diesel anymore. I'm more like Sean Cupcake. But throw me in there anyways.
You can't do four-way.
Fuck, marry, kill, rape.
I guess you got to leave somebody out. So wait, you're wanting us to fuck, marry, kill each other? I don't
That's a
like
little
this game.
strange.
No.
Nope, don't
No.
like this
No.
game, Shaun.
No.
No.
We'll pass.
Hold on, I'm going to reply to him. No, hell no. Send better question.
I'm going to do a better question. I'm going to do
Hold on. Let's see if he replies.
question for the pod. Have you ever farted in public?
Yes, today.
Yes.
Why?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
for me.
Yeah.
We all farted.
Remember how I texted you saying I hated people?
No.
And I just hate
Which time?
yesterday.
Oh,
I was sitting at Ross.
so recent.
I needed socks and a couple other things for the trip.
Nope, that's the wrong button.
And I got behind this mother, daughter, son group that had no clue what a fucking shut the fuck up was. And they were nonstop running their fucking mouth, nonstop pissing me off. So I put in my noise canceling earbuds. I was happy, quiet, listening to an audiobook. And then behind me, some ignorant motherfucker's little 2-year-old crotch goblin was banging into me, kicking my shins, kicking my heels, nonstop fucking with me. And I asked him once, hey, your kid's hitting me. Your kid's violating my space. Back him up a little bit, please.
Look at the swirl. of
And they
color.
so did not. So every time, I just come back from the Chinese buffet. I was loaded. I had a full load on deck.
Ew.
And every time that little fucking turd muncher touched me, I cut a silent but deadly little fart right in his face. And this happened 6 times in a row to where people in line were going, God, what's that?
He's gonna have pink eye.
What's that? And I finally got called up to the register, and as soon as I did, I let fucking fly. Honk! So there was no doubt in that little shit's mind. It was me.
The big shit.
Whatever.
I will say last night,
But
I had the farts. I had the farts last night when we went to bed, and I had already put my mask on. So that is a great filter. So Jessica's sitting there playing on her phone, and she's got her earbuds in. So I'm just like, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. And then 2 seconds later, she's like, oh my God, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she starts flapping the sheets. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
I can't smell it. I'm good.
The first house Amy and I lived in together was a rental next door to Al's old place. And I had one of those tower fans set up blowing on me in my recliner. I was happy. Well, Amy walked right by it and ripped ass.
Oh.
And it got sucked into the intake and blown right into my face.
The
Not cool! Fucking heifer.
Yeah. No, Jessica's done that and literally it blew into my mask, and I was like, oh my God. I will say we watched a video last night.
Yeah, it got sucked.
Yeah, it got sucked into the intake and blown into my face.
What's
Okay.
that Family Guy bit where
Yes.
they're doing the jackass?
Yes. Yeah. So I will say I have a stupid question that I made a note of last week.
Question for the pod.
Question for the pod. What is the stupidest state shape?
I mean, what's stupider than a square or a rectangle?
Have you seen Kentucky? That's a pretty stupid shape. But also Michigan.
Missouri.
Yes, it's split.
Yeah, Michigan is a state that's not even connected to itself.
Yeah.
It's a state with lakes.
It's
Yeah.
Michigan is Wisconsin's hat, and it doesn't make any sense.
It's the Great Lakes.
Is
bitch.
it not? Is it not? It is Wisconsin's hat. It doesn't make any sense. Also, I totally didn't mute my phone all this
Well,
time.
what states are those that make the outline of the Colonel Sanders?
Oh, that's all like the
Kentucky, Mississippi,
it's definitely all those ones all the way up through the Midwest.
and it looks like a
North Carolina.
chef with a
yeah,
tray,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
the legs, and
No, I will
the
also
KFC steak.
I will also submit that Florida is a pretty stupid shape. It's basically a penis.
America's phallus.
But I think Massachusetts is probably the most chaotic.
I don't know. Texas is pretty fucking stupid if you think about it.
Well, I mean, if you got Texas's original shape when it was still its country of Texas and it went all the way up and then like had like a stovepipe top to it and shit, then yeah. It
But
was
now it's
definitely
still 13 miles, 13 hours of straight Texas.
18 almost.
It
Depending.
depends on which way you're going.
Not really. I-10 one way across. It's about 18 hours. It fucking makes no sense. It's like it takes long. Like we were talking the other night, you guys drove all the way to fucking Florida in less time than it took us, or well, slightly about half the time for us to get out of fucking Texas going to Arkansas.
The hardest thing about driving to Florida is Amy and I delivered a dog to about 15 miles north of Miami called Coral Springs.
Coral.
Coral. And the worst part about getting in there is when you hit
Starting to look like
Florida,
Mountain Dew.
when you hit Florida, you're still in fucking Florida
Oh, yeah.
forever.
What was it, like an 18-hour trip?
Florida is about as
We
long as
spent
Texas
30
is
hours
wide.
on the road before we stopped
Yeah.
because we were back and forth swapping driving.
Yeah.
And we spent about 2 hours at the customer's home helping them, me knowing dogs. I helped them do the initial introduction, go nice and slow, take their time, make sure the dogs did right, and advise them on how to do it safely, which we did. Success. Still a great dog. I hear from Miss Martha constantly.
Okay.
And Winston, I called him Moose because he had the biggest fucking head I've ever seen. He was a Shepherd Husky mix.
Good Lord.
Fox
That
red
sounds loud.
Fox red with blue eyes.
Wow.
And halfway through the trip, every time we'd stop, I'd start working him on training. I'd use some treats. I'd work on a sit and a down and a stay just to get him some exercise and engage his brain.
That-
Well, halfway through, he started putting himself between me and other people and barking at them. Now, he was a cool dog. But that trip was crazy. We hit Coral Springs, 15 miles north of Miami.
Apparently
and come
Amazon doesn't
back
know where I live.
to, where the hell was it? I can't remember.
I don't either. Well, we don't either. We weren't there. But
I know, right?
I know that Amazon dropped the package at the wrong door.
It happens.
Yep. It's literally our neighbors. It's like there's no doormat.
Anyway,
Like,
we
it's not
found
us.
we found a town we were looking to hit because it had a confectioner's we enjoy, candy maker
Sure.
called I can't even remember what it's called. Fuck, that was a long trip. Anyway, we
It's
hit
a
there.
great story. No details.
College town in Florida, and I can't starts with a T.
Tallahassee?
Yes,
Jesus Christ.
Tallahassee. Public displays of confection. It all fell
All
in.
coming back to him now.
Yeah,
Shout
for
out.
real.
Shout out.
Tallahassee. So we looked around looking for something to eat. We found our first hot pot and Korean barbecue joint. Had a blast.
Because that's what you go to Florida for.
We wanted food and they were open and it was there.
I guess that's fair.
But we hit the hotel, passed out for like 6 hours, got back on the road. So 30 hours nonstop. It was a day.
Whole lot of no.
So
But I think we cleared, they tipped us and we cleared like $2,300 in a couple days.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say,
Worth doing.
I was going to say, isn't Florida like a third of the East Coast?
Yeah.
Like realistically.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So we even took the toll road to cut an hour and a half off of everything.
Like the turnpike or whatever. Yeah. But okay, so back to, I mentioned like several states. Do y'all have any other stupid state shapes in mind? Or did I nail them all?
California's pretty fucking stupid.
It's stupid in general, but the shape makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banana.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nevada. I have no idea.
Nevada is kind of, I mean,
I mean, Idaho's kind of silly.
Idaho is kind of silly.
That is true.
What about Rhode Island? That seems like a useless state.
Yep.
Connecticut.
That's the little one, right?
Yeah, Rhode Island is the itty bitty guy.
It's like hour and 20 minutes to get
Yeah,
through.
Rhode Island is the size of Houston.
For real.
It really
Literally.
is. It really is.
Houston is an hour and a half away from Houston. And
Yeah.
Rhode Island only takes an hour and
It takes
20
an hour and a
minutes.
half
to
to
you
get
get
can
through.
drive
across
right around it. Then
You can
I'm
literally.
tired.
I think there's got to be what 3 cities in Rhode Island. There can't be shit up there.
Never been.
Yeah.
And then Delaware. Hi.
That yes.
I'm in Delaware.
We're doing another Wayne's World reference. Just more Wayne's World 2 references.
No, what you can do with your show.
But I think the Midwest definitely has some odd looking stuff. But it's like anywhere you get away from the center, it gets way less square. Obviously, you know, the Dakotas, fucking Montana, that shit does.
Square on the square.
Utah, Nevada, they're all kind of similar-ish shapes.
Montana.
Montana's definitely the most boring shape, by all means. Texas
Wyoming is pretty fucking boring too. Have you ever driven down I-80 through Wyoming?
I literally have not.
It's one of the longest, straightest, most boring stretches of road you've ever seen. Until you get like in 45 minutes past Rawlings on 80, you get up into Eagle Pass, and it's awesome.
We have an Eagle Pass here.
You hit the Continental Divide, and then you drop down into this valley, which opens up on a huge river. When I hit it, the sun was just dropping, just starting to set.
Sure.
And so the whole river was silhouetted. All the houses and cabins on the river were silhouetted. It was picturesque. It was awesome.
So it sucked until that point.
Very much so.
Until the sun was going away.
And then not too far after that, about another hour and 30 minutes, you
it's
hit
nighttime.
Utah.
Oh, Utah's stupid.
So I had some, I was hauling drag reducing agent. It's a liquid you pump into the pump houses on the oil, on the pipeline.
Sure.
It reduces cavitation on the impellers.
Why is that the word of the day?
What, cavitation?
Yes.
Because fact.
That's what it did.
But anyway, it pumped more product efficiently with less power. So that's why they used it. And it only seemed like I was ever up there when it was snowing or nasty and the 18-wheelers couldn't make it to those remote pump stations.
Sure.
So they send the Texas boy in the 4x4 with, 1,000 gallons of DRA just to pump off, just to keep it running.
You were the trucker on ice.
Well, I was probably one of the safest sons of bitches on the road because I was nervous as hell and driving slow and taking my time.
You weren't from there.
No.
So I'm not taking a risk.
Yep.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
I'm having so. Ah!
That's going to be a moment. I will say, I will say Tennessee looks like a lasagna that somebody took out of the pan too early. It started sliding over. Yeah.
Isn't that the KFC guy's tray?
It might be. I don't know.
I think you're right.
You have a demonic mirror in your pocket. You could be looking these things up. You're asking me. That's a shelf.
It's in there.
How did you leave your phone in the other room?
Because reasons.
Did you really? Okay.
Wow, good
Here,
job.
do I need to look?
Well, at least the good thing is that you don't have it in here going off.
Well, it already went off. 2
I know.
o'clock.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good thing.
That's what I need to be looking for.
What do you Google? The shape of the
What
state
state?
make.
State chef. State outline chef or something.
Yeah, basically that'll get you. It does look like Chef Boyardee. Did you find it?
The states that form the outline of the mimal, the chef, are Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana.
I said it is, yeah. It's 11 Midwest.
So no Tennessee.
No Tennessee. I'd be behind him. Does it have an image of it so you can see what we're talking about?
I mean, yeah, Tennessee, Kentucky. Yeah, that is it.
Show it to the camera.
Well, I can save the image. Yeah. Shoot it to me.
Okay.
And I'll put it in here for the uncut.
The fun thing is to actually draw what the chef would look like.
Yeah, they literally draw it. It's kind of funny.
What did they model it after, Ron Jeremy?
Nope, that would be a much larger, lower section. That would be if Florida was included. But speaking of including Florida, it literally has nothing to do with anything. I'm just doing a bad segue. So talking about my week, didn't do a lot because basically the world was fucking frozen all week long. Super fucking cold, which was great for my leg that was hurting, but bad for work. But basically I got a lot of extra hours this week, so I have a great paycheck coming. So yay for that. However,
You got extra hours for reasons you didn't want to get extra hours.
correct. I hate getting extra hours when it's other people's dumb shittery.
Yeah.
You loved this weekend, didn't you? Yeah, I know.
And I broke down this weekend. That was fun.
That sucked. I'm sorry.
I mean, I got off an hour later than I normally would, but I hate that shit.
I even tried to be nice. I'm like, hey, you need a ride? He's like, no, I can't.
Literally couldn't. I have to stay with
Things, reasons, no.
I have to stay with the work vehicle, security things. Either way. So other than that, we did dinner Tuesday, right?
We did dinner
'Cause
Tuesday.
yeah, so we did dinner at Heffy's house, so that was our big thing.
Yeah, I woke up at 1:30, started cooking, and didn't stop till about 6.
Yeah.
Good.
And then the rain started an hour before we needed to leave to come to your house, so that was fun. You know, that was a fucking mess on the freeway, dude.
Shoky,
No,
what'd you think? First time having my Creole corn soup.
it needed something, but I can't figure out what it was.
But other than that, good.
That was good.
The only complaint I had is, of course, tomatoes.
But I
But
cooked
you don't
that.
how
have,
do
you
you
don't
get
have
out
to
of
do
it.
anything. But
Why are
it's
you
just
out here trying to
tomatoes.
kill Chad?
Yeah.
No,
I
'cause
can't make him
I know.
change his recipe.
every time I cook
Use
tomatoes,
low tomato
I start
tomatoes.
those first so they break down as much as possible.
Use
for you.
ketchup at least.
No, you can't do that.
Extra process of just fucking around. No, I mean it was good. Don't get me wrong.
It was good. It was great.
The salad though, but that was not your fault.
No, the
That-
second salad,
the
though, you
super-
should have had some.
The super salty salad, which is really strange.
Yeah, it was weird. We brought it and everything, but
Between
I don't know.
the cheese and like the mix on it.
Yeah,
that's
it
the
was super
that's the
salty.
first thing cranky oldness said about anything.
really,
Which family member are you referring to?
The father-in-law.
any of us.
Okay.
Cranky
Yeah.
oldness.
well, I'm older.
I literally thought you were talking about somebody else, but never mind. All right.
Not my wife.
That one. Yep.
My old lady.
Thought maybe. No, sorry, Amy. But
Well, we
anyway.
started with bread and then went to the salad,
Dude,
and
we
then
Yeah.
destroyed that.
Oh,
loaf
we
of
Yes, we
destroyed
bread.
did.
that bread. Yeah.
They
I
brought an
made sure
entire
he
loaf
had a
of bread.
piece before.
Yeah,
it
me and
was all
Jessica-
gone.
Yeah.
Me and Jessica got a piece before it was over, and then I went back over there and got some more before it was totally over, and then got a little bit more of the French bread.
That's why I brought
The
you bread today.
The French
There was-
bread's great.
Yeah, there was something else. I forgot what was. I don't remember. It's fine. But I did want to mention.
Yeah,
that-
we did hang out for like 3 days straight.
Yeah, what the hell?
It was awesome.
So we did the podcast. No, we hung out Sunday
Okay,
for
you
dinner.
two hung out for 3 days straight.
No,
I had
no.
to go to work.
No. We did. Okay, so I missed you Sunday,
You
but I
did?
would have otherwise.
Oh.
So we got together Sunday for dinner. We missed drinks because I was doing the podcast with Dante.
No, you missed drinks.
That's
We
what I'm
didn't.
saying. Me and Jessica missed the drinks because I was doing the podcast with Dante. Then Monday we did the podcast. Tuesday we had dinner at your house. Wednesday we didn't do anything. Thursday we went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yep.
We literally have seen way too much of each other.
Nah.
And it's all good.
And then I tried to get you guys to come out with me to Frankenbolt's
Yeah, I know.
yesterday, which actually was a really good time.
A bit
Beers.
more heads up, I could probably pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, like I came up with that while I was just sitting there. Well, because our good friends, the Crosons, were out there slinging snacks. So I was like,
I like
okay,
both
cool.
of those people. They're nice.
They're very good people. Plus, I mostly just sat at their booth, bullshitting. But there's a lot of other cool shit out there. Ice cream, custom soaps that were all basically based on books or other fictions. That was great too. coffee, like really nice coffee. So I got cards for all of these people. I will link down below. So if anybody wants to check out any of these products online, I will definitely help sling some of them on the internets. So because I will be ordering some stuff from these people in the future because it's really good, and a nice ice cream cart out there too. Plus the beers at Frankenbolt's are pretty damn good if you never had them. So
beers.
way out yonder. You and Chuck would get along if you never met him.
I like people named Chuck.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. But problem is, due to all the rain for the last like 3 days, his whole back lot was nothing but mud, and people were getting stuck right and left, and so they were having to pull people out. Oh, I did forget to. Should I play the thing? I closed it already. Should I play my rant?
Play it.
The trucktard rant.
Oh God.
I have to play
2 minutes of our life we'll never get back.
Oh,
But tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong about the trucktards. I gotta pull up.
You should have
Facebook's.
farted on them.
Well, I mean,
Worked for me.
Look, enough of them got to deal with the law. I don't think they needed me to do anything.
Yeah, Sheriff Doolittle went a little, let's get these guys squared away.
Yeah, and they definitely did some squaring on these fucktards.
Trucktards.
Yeah, trucktards. Sorry. Officials. Hold on, I gotta scroll way back. We've done a lot of talking in the last few days. By the way, nobody answered my question what that particular truck looked like that I sent y'all. That new Mars Rover truck I sent y'all in the chat.
I didn't see it.
were you trying to reference a game or something?
Do you remember the Mighty Ducks cartoon?
Flying V!
No, the cartoon, not that. I will send a picture. Oh my God, where's this fucking voice message? Okay, it was before the cat loaf or the truck loaf. That's right. I gotta find it. I gotta scroll all the way back to like Tuesday.
You suck at this game.
No, here it is. Found it. I think this is it. Thursday. Yeah. All right. So, guys, there was the Lone Star Throwdown went off locally here in Texas this past weekend. They thought they were going to have a great weekend, and then the weather said, nope, not going to happen. And
Well, my
happy about that.
boy is out there.
Yeah.
He spent a day out there hanging
What?
out.
I just pulled it up. Sorry,
yeah, what the thing?
the Rover.
Let me see.
Yeah, look at it.
Show me.
Yeah, show him
That's from the cartoon, for real.
That's what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying that's the cartoon one. I'm saying bring up the real one that I sent in the chat. I mean, like, no joke. It has like a duck bill and everything. It's fucking crazy. I meant to send them both together in the thing. Either way, I'm going to play the rant here. I think this is it.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Hold on.
DuckTales in space.
Hold on.
Is that the wrong clip?
Nope. I didn't mean. Facebook is very hard to manipulate on the computer.
Technology.
And along those lines, it's my second favoriteest fucking weekend in Conroe, the invasion of the trucktards. The fucking trucktards are coming, and I fucking hate it. They're fucking morons. They're fucking assholes that fucking drive like dick shits. Fucking take up parking lots everywhere so they can shine their 38-inch fucking 22-inch deep dish fucking Chicago-style pizza-ass wheels with rubber bands and their squatted fucking ass trucks with their fucking lit-up goddamn stupid wheel wells. I don't need to see your suspension, you fucking prick. God damn it, I hate the trucktards. I hate the fucking slammed ones. Hey, it looks like your fucking trunk is sinking in quicksand. You might want to look into that. Oh, I don't mind the classic trucks, but I hate that they put the fucking 28-inch wheels with the rubber bands on them and slam them. It's like the classic style or the fucking resto mod trucks I'm good with. But fuck me, I hate these fucking people. I hate them so much. Like, classic car people, they're much cooler. Fucking import car people are cooler. The Mustang people, well, they're dangerous. You know, they kill people right and left leaving the parking lot. But fucking trucktards, man. I fucking can't stand the goddamn trucktards. They ruin this fucking city at least twice a year, and I fucking hate it. That was a rant for the ages, I think. But tell me where I was wrong.
You're not.
No. And what's really funny, while sitting...
You were wrong. Mustang people only kill people to the left.
No, they kill them right and left.
Yeah.
It depends on
Because-
the
It's a-
Hold on. Literally, while sitting at Frankenbolt's, there was a fucking dude in a Mustang leaving the gas station adjacent to them, decides to try to do a burnout, and had he lost control, which he seemed to start doing, would have plowed over a couple of children right there at the front booth.
God.
But luckily, he burned up his clutch and fucked off to the next section instead. I was like, oh my God, that's like, we're sitting here, no joke, me and Marcus are sitting here talking about the trucktards.
It's that live rear axle on most of the Mustangs, not the newest ones,
Yeah.
but God, what, 1980s till what, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
All the Fox bodies.
The 8/8.
They,
All the Fox bodies.
that live rear axle caused you to just lose control and do an automatic left or right turn for no reason at all.
Yep, because they're stupid.
That's where the torque.
I did that by accident the other
torque
night
offset, yeah.
going home. I was in the little work van on that slippery ass dirt road heading home. And I was tired.
Yeah.
I could feel I was tired. I was like almost half drunk tired.
Yeah.
And I overcorrected because the back end slipped out and whole van went sideways on the dirt road. And I've recorrected and kept correcting less and less till it finally went straight. So it was wee.
How the hell did you fishtail so bad in your van? That's crazy.
On a front wheel drive. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
That's impressive.
You fucked that up.
That was kind of fun.
yeah.
Woke me up a little.
So on top of that, are you guys, we talked about the show Alone, right? The survivalist show.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. So we started watching Alone Australia because Jessica we like those shows, but the Australian one was interesting because they kind of suck at surviving. There were only 6 people out there to begin with.
Well, they ain't shit there.
Yeah. Well, no, they were in Tasmania.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they're in Tasmania right at the edge of winter. So they actually did it backwards. They started when it was cold as fuck and getting warmer. So they had to build as quick as possible.
That's doable.
You would think so. But the thing is, they started with only 6. Like normal Alone starts with like 10.
No, we talked about Alone at the Copperhead.
We did. But what I was trying to say is that they were down to like 3 people in 10 days.
No.
These people could not fucking last. Like hopefully in the future they'll get better. However, she started watching this new like collaborative season of Alone, which is Alone Below Zero. So they're like in the Arctic fucking circle. And these are all people who have done these like, you are dripping all over your shirt, bud. Yep. So all of these people have done a below zero thing before, but didn't win. So they're all on board, and they have to, unlike normal where it's go as long as you can, anyone who lasts past 50 days splits the prize.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck, dude, this was hard.
That would be hard.
They're in the North Atlantic. Like, they're on the edge of the North Atlantic. Like, the water is, like, on the warm side, 36 degrees. Yeah. And they're only out there, they could take any 10 items they want, and they're given a bow and arrow and stuff to hunt.
Dude.
Yeah, so, but the thing is that they still fucking struggle.
I mean,
on that one.
For real, first thing, if you're on water, make a fish weir, bait it, and eat on fish for the first, however many days.
That was the problem. They can't
fish?
No, they can. It's just fucking difficult. Okay. Like, and then one lady,
fish weirs aren't that hard to build.
But the thing is the main thing they were getting were clams and other mollusks.
If you read My Side of the Mountain, or Hatchet. Yeah. Remember the book Hatchet?
No,
you do.
Yeah,
I don't.
It tells you exactly how to build a fish weir, and it's simple.
Well, I mean, the thing is that they're dropped in there, and they have less than a week before the snow comes.
Yeah.
So they're foremost, they're trying to get a shelter up. Then they worry about food. Shelter and water is first and foremost, and then they worried about food. And I think Jessica told me ultimately only one person lasted. I don't know who, but one of them lasted the full 50 days. That's pretty fucking tough. Because I think the longest any of them has ever gone was 93 days. And that was in that Canadian one, that island they always set up on. However, in the same vein, we started a new show that just popped up on Hulu, which I think is coming from FX or somewhere. And it's called Extraction.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that last night. Yeah.
There's teasers for it all over the place. It sucks. However, if you like a more gamified version of Alone, then it's kind of fun. But you can easily see how fake everything fucking is. So it is a survivalist show. They put out novice survivalists. So it's usually 3 family members. One of them decides they're going to go out in the wild. There's 90 fucking wild trail cams up, and then they have their own camera to set up to follow them. They're sent out there with fuck all to begin with. So they just basically have to find a shelter for the first night, and they're being monitored by the cameras that are up everywhere, conveniently where they have to be.
Yeah, they're
all
over the place. I saw that.
Yeah, conveniently, they're always in front of a camera. And the families are watching. And so as things go, in the first episode, they're given the ability to do a supply drop. So there's a whole supply shed. You get so
it's Hunger Games.
It's Hunger Games. So it's a 1x2 wooden crate that you can fill up with whatever you want and then send it. But they picked at random who got to go in there. There's a set amount of supplies. So if you decided that you wanted to send somebody 2 things of food or 2 knives, you deprived someone else of it. And then some asshole did that. I don't know what. I wasn't paying any attention because just I came in here to do stuff on the computer. Either way, the ultimate idea is for extraction. You can extract your loved one if you feel that they're in trouble or if they really want to give up. And one of the families is actually a former Houston Texans player, and it's his oldest son who's out there, and it's him and his mom or him and his wife are the ones monitoring and deciding. And he's literally begging to go home. He's standing in front of the camera like, I want to go. I can't do this. She's like, he has everything he needs to survive. Leave him out there. He'll figure it out. And I was like, wow. I was like, good job, Mom.
See,
But
I don't know. I couldn't do that with my wife because she just, it wouldn't work. If I went out there with my father, the Marine.
no, but you're out. No, I'm saying the other 2 are in the home base watching on the
they're
TVs.
watching,
And you're out there alone.
Still, if it was my dad watching me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't worry. He'd kick back, relax, drink coffee.
Yeah.
And
But do you think he'd make good? But if Amy was the one watching with him, do you think they'd make good decisions on your behalf?
Amy wouldn't. Dad would.
But they have to collaborate on who's going
Well,
to.
then Dad would tell her to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
This is happening.
So this is the gamified part of it. But you can
no,
also
I'd trust Dad entirely.
It's-
He's like, well, he's good.
yeah.
No, he's still good. Fuck, he's still good.
But it's like, yeah, Jeff could literally have a tree laying on him and a fucking wildcat chewing on his fucking ankle, and your dad's still, he's fine.
I'm good. I got this.
Yeah, he'd be okay. But I mean, they literally send them out there with fucking nothing at first, so they just have to do their best. And some people like found like a cave or some rocks.
Yeah.
One dude is literally laying out in the
Give me
open.
my Gerber multi-tool. I can make
Yeah.
a lot with that.
No, the scary part was if you pull up the trail cams, there's literally like bears,
Yeah.
like 5 feet away from one of the contestants.
The bears.
And it's fucking, the only light he has is from the camera. He can't see it, and they're trained to thermal cams to watch. And they're like, move. And they can, mind you, it's a one-way communication.
Yeah.
Only to people watching. Now, my biggest thing is I don't believe it's live cameras. I
Really?
think
Do you think they're cherry picking footage?
how do you get 90 fucking trail cams constantly fucking transmitting to do a live watch in a building that's not within 100 yards?
Yeah.
And then also like their camera that they're set up with, their main real video camera is also transmitting. Are you
A
fucking
lot of
kidding me?
those cameras are solar powered with a 4G or 5G LTE.
There's a lot of stuff that has to be recorded.
It's a lot of shit.
Transmitted.
Yeah, that's a lot of data. I have a feeling that like they're reacting to some live footage and then the rest of it is just recorded and they're playing it like it's live. Because you can tell when they're filming the screens, what is like just put on a still shot playing the video. It's like that would not be that clean if it's a live feed. Now, some of them are losing like signal and shit. It looks like a cell phone signal, basically, like you're trying to do a fucking FaceTime. That I kind of believed.
You know,
By the way, guys, we're eating sweet tart jelly bellies.
my absolute favorite candy.
As long as we don't drop them all over my floor.
You want ants? That's how you get ants.
Well, I dropped one in the hallway earlier.
But I started a new outdoor show.
Well, I wasn't done with my week yet. Sorry.
Okay, hurry up, fuckface.
God damn it. God damn it, Jeff. That's how we do. We pass it off. Either way, like for the most part, that was all that's been going on over here lately. I did continue with a little bit of SGA, as it were. Just getting through season 1. It gets a little hard to watch, but I remember setting up like, oh yeah, these were like the big like season 1 through 3 villains. So very interesting to see those people come into play. And of course, we are going to do our Sandman review here in a little bit. But other than that, I mean, last week was pretty chill. I got a bunch of shit in the mail, so that was fun. I got videos going to be going up for that later. I have new models to build for the first time in like 10 months. So I'm happy about that. So Jeff, what have you been doing?
Last week was
While you're
pretty
chewing.
chill. Other than standard work at the Legion, work at my normal job. I stayed fairly busy. The weather kept me from doing a lot of projects. It was either too cold to do body work or I didn't feel like getting out in the shop and being cold doing woodwork. So I had a whole me day between getting off and going to work at midnight. I stayed in bed all day long. It was fantastic. What day? I think Thursday.
Yeah, because you said that the other day. You're like, I got to have a me day.
Thursday was just all me.
Mhm.
But a couple days ago, I started a new outdoor series. It's called Harpoon Hunters.
Do they hunt with harpoons?
They did. They were going for
weird.
bluefin tuna. ranging from 150 pounds to like 600, 700, 800, just these monster fish, 101, 108 inches long. And they were on these boats, fast, powerful, maneuverable, with like a 18 to 26 foot boom on the front, where they'd walk out to the front of it to get over the fish before they got, before the boat scared them off. And they'd throw these harpoons with electric cables in them into the fish. And then they'd shock the shit out of them to kill them.
Wait. That's how they fucking ended Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
You're telling me you could do that?
No, they didn't do the electric cable. It was explosion, wasn't it?
Electric cable to explosion.
Yeah.
It had a thing in its mouth, and
the tunas don't explosion.
Oh, damn it.
Their justification for shocking them, or as they say, zapping them, is to keep them from fighting, to keep the meat cool, to keep the lactic acid from building up into the meat. Yeah. It makes for a better product, a more sellable
Sure, it
product.
does. We had no problem with tuna until now when we figured out how to shock them. They're justifying the reason to be like super playtime. Like, woo!
Hit him!
Like saltwater conducts electricity. Good.
Well, no, it's a cable.
Yes, but they're in salt water,
Yeah, but
meaning
still.
shocking. And it's literally in their body, makes it
Yeah.
even better. It's shocking their lungs.
Less of a fight. Anyway, it's
Are
a
they
good
using a
time.
Tesla battery? Because that would be badass.
Right. I've been enjoying it. It's been fun.
That sounds cool. Sounds ridiculous, but it sounds cool.
Exactly. It's these guys go out, they get nothing, and they get 2 fish, and they bring in like $14,000.
These guys took Fast and Furious, or Too Fast, Too Furious, very seriously. The fucking electro harpoons to stop
Right.
cars, because that was the thing that could happen. Works on tuna, not on Toyotas.
But I did watch the
That's a title right there.
I did watch the Sandman episodes last night,
Okay, we'll talk about that.
and I've been bouncing around between different shows that hold my interest.
Yeah, maybe don't eat. Maybe don't eat the fucking jelly beans while talking. Wait till Chad's turn, then eat jelly beans.
Why would you say that?
Because nobody wants to hear you chew. I muted myself chewing.
Chad, what you got?
Well, I didn't do a whole lot of anything really. I mean, of course, the fact that when we got together to enjoy ourselves, weekend was kind of one of those things. But I'm not going to go on here and talk about it. There's no really need to do
What?
that.
So we haven't gotten an update on any basketball playing. Has there been any? And we just missed it.
There has been some basketball playing, yes, and then we come to find out there's some, politics and everything going along with.
So how bad did you
everything.
lose?
Bad.
Wait, is that definitely worse than Canada lost to, or I'm sorry, America lost to Canada.
Yeah,
Thursday.
3-2. Yeah,
Glad we left that game when we did.
yeah.
Apparently got ugly.
Well, the first couple of games that we were watching we were at basketball and everything, was very competitive. It's great. It's like back and forth. And of course, the other team won by like 2 or 3 or anything, so it made it worth something. It had to be like last second shots to win the game. Come to our game, nope, fucking blowout.
So
Like,
what the
great.
refs had favorites?
No,
Still lack of teamwork.
yeah,
I'm gonna come in there and fucking
Herding
scout
cats.
these kids out.
no, it's just too far gone from that. So I'm not worried about it.
You never know. Pizza and yelling usually gets you.
I don't know. Put the ball in the hole.
Well, our game was
Pass
delayed.
the fucking ball, Jason.
Our game was delayed an hour,
Oh,
so we
yeah.
didn't start playing until 9 at night.
Jesus.
Yes,
On a Saturday?
on a Saturday.
Fuck a whole lot of
So they
that.
didn't
All
want to
your
be over
players
there.
were taking
So they weren't
naps.
even-
Pretty much, they were already tired.
They weren't interested even.
No, they weren't. They wanted
Dad,
to get
can
the
we
shit
go
over with.
home
Pretty much.
every quarter? Yeah, can we go home?
He was looking at me. I'm like, I can't play it for you. You've got to do it yourself. So,
Quick, Chad. DH.
yeah,
Benjamin Button this bitch.
I would have probably had a heart attack.
My knees are too bad for this kid.
Yes, very much so.
Very literally.
And the funny thing is, we had practice the night before. That's when we're scheduled. So it was the basically the coaches against the kids, showing them what. And I had to ask if everybody the next day, are y'all okay? Because they don't normally practice with us, making sure the adults were okay.
How bad did you hurt them?
What, the adults or the kids?
You posting up?
Yeah, very much.
Wow.
Get up.
Let's just say when we passed, it was like right there.
Over
The
their
kids
heads.
are like, what the heck?
See, kids,
So-
this is how you could play.
Yeah.
Suck less.
Yeah, suck less.
Well, you know what would be great is like just give them NBA Jam TE from on the Sega and have them learn how to play basketball.
That won't do nothing.
Little
It
space
might.
jams, you know.
Sure. Be like Mike.
Be like Bugs. What are you talking about? He was
Yeah.
badass.
Those are cartoon characters. You can't be like them.
Oh, come on.
She could be like Michael Jordan. Out there playing.
What, the
baseball.
stretchy arm?
No, playing baseball.
As I'm saying,
Toon rules work. Oh boy, that doesn't sound fun.
No.
Oh, we haven't bothered to ask in a while. Have you got back to Vox Machina at all?
no,
No.
I won't talk about it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, screw it.
I mean, I figured you were enjoying it, but we haven't bothered to follow up with it.
Do
He
we
asked
have
me
an
if I
upcoming-
watch it, and then I'll watch it. Then you still want to talk about it. I'm like,
No, we want to hear your opinion on it.
We
We're
do.
just making
that
sure.
was good, and
But we're
everything,
not
so-
watching along because
No, no.
we're fresh on it. We're good.
Oh,
We're waiting on you to catch up eventually. 'Cause the new
Do we have
season
an
will be next
upcoming
year.
season to look forward to?
Next year,
Okay.
I think. Actually, I don't even know if they've remotely announced when it's coming. I know it is coming. They were definitely renewed for 4, but I don't know when it's coming. Someday. It takes a while to animate that shit.
So it's coming, yeah.
The Koreans have to get very busy on animating that shit. Though I gotta wonder how much AI they're using now.
If it speeds it up, bring it on.
I mean, as long as it doesn't get rid of jobs.
Dude, they had to have used AI on those dragons.
No, just CG.
That was gorgeous.
Just CG.
The friggin' the main baddie with the friggin' ported friggin'
Hello.
What?
He still hasn't seen it. Shut up.
the main baddie. Yeah. The
Hurry
guy.
up.
The general, whatever he
The main
is.
dragon.
No. Dragon, big, badass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't got there, I guess.
Yeah, you have not.
Something with
Not till the beginning of season 2.
the what conclave?
Chromacon.
Chroma-
Chroma Conclave.
There you go.
How do they say that in a weird accent on the show? It's fucking difficult.
Chroma conclave.
Indeed. Whatever he just mumbled at us. So that'll bring us to our Sandman. The end,
Yes.
Technically speaking, the end of the first or second arc. The end of Rose Walker's arc.
Yeah, it was fun.
So episode 9, 10.
Way better than the last two.
I had to watch it last night because I was like, oh, shit.
I mean, I watched it this morning.
I watched both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're all fresh on it.
Yeah. So realistically, like we can speed through this for the most part. It's they get to the serial killer convention.
Yeah.
And
con.
serial convention, literally a serial convention, and basically a whole bunch of shenanigans to get all the pieces in the same place. And basically, Rose gets called by the Corinthian. Hey, meet us here. I've got your little brother. Come get him. We will be at this hotel for this amount of time. She's only 3 hours away. Her friend has woken up extremely pregnant from her dream of sleeping with her dead husband. So fun times, you know, because now we have a baby being born from the dreaming, which is already strange until we get near the end of the episode. And then Dream is like, what the fuck is going on again?
After he mildly makes amends with Lucian.
Well, first of all, we didn't cover this last week. He told Lucian, look, just go be the fucking library.
Mind your
This
business,
is my
stay
shit.
in your books.
Literally said that shit. And then that's when everybody got all pissy. That's when Mervin got like all like, aren't you the boss? You know, even we got Matthew coming back and reporting to Lucian directly instead of going to Dream.
Yeah.
Which is weird because he only knows of going to Dream. Why would he come to Lucian first? Everybody else makes sense.
She told him in the past couple episodes, check in with me first.
I guess.
She did.
In this one, she said, no, don't
But she
really
did
tell me at
before.
all.
You need to tell him.
But after he basically told her off.
Yeah.
Because he's been trying to get everything back together and he wants to basically. You're still dripping all over your fucking shirt. Is there a hole in the cup?
There. Is there?
No, you just suck at drinking.
It's mustache.
You have a drinking problem. It doesn't all make it in your mouth. Either way. But
All over my face, neck, and chest.
Saves it for later.
yeah. Wrings his shirt out later. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty and you will be too. Either way. So
that vodka and
Yep.
death water.
Yep. So we get introduced to a lot more murderers. Everybody's working under a pseudonym, which is kind of funny. And then we get a little bit more with Funland, as he likes to be called.
Yeah.
The child killer guy.
Yeah, that dude was creepy.
I don't
Yeah,
like that guy
I
at
agree
all.
with you.
Fuck that guy.
And little shithead McGee doesn't do what he's told.
Yeah, fucking dude, Jed. I don't know what's up with Jed, other than the fact he's literally lived with people who abuse him and everything. And
Stay here. Okay, I'm out.
literally stay here, and he immediately doesn't stay there. Fucking idiot. I mean, I'm gonna be fair. At this point, Jed just deserves some of the shit that happened to him. 'Cause
Right.
He doesn't fucking listen. Now, when you're running away from terrible people, sure.
No wonder he got hit a lot.
Glad you said it.
Some of you need to hit your kids.
Your kids.
I'll do it for you if you ask.
He'll just do it.
Only in Walmart is that acceptable.
No, Ross.
Well, now Ross, but no, in Ross, you. Never mind. I'm not going to go down there.
crop dusting.
Not going to go down there. Either way, so basically, all the pieces start moving together, but we do get introduced to who Gilbert finally is.
Mm-hmm.
So Stephen Fry's character.
One of my favorite characters in the whole bit.
Yeah, I mean, he literally doesn't do anything but be an English gentleman, realistically.
With a sword cane.
Yes, with the sword cane. Yeah, keep the microphone in front of your face. It helps. I mean, like, I can talk like this too. It's fine. But anyway, we find out that he is, in fact, the other missing dream of Fiddler's Green.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't really missing. He was just
Well, he wasn't worried.
checking out the.
He was
wasn't-
because he
AWOL.
wasn't
He
sure
was
about.
AWOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't missing. He was AWOL.
Yeah, he was definitely AWOL.
He knew where he was.
He did know where he was, but also nobody recognized him because he's not actually a person.
Mm-hmm.
He's a place. He's like taking this noun project, a whole new thing. It's like he actually could determine his own pronouns.
Yep.
Because he was only a place before. Now he's a person. So basically, while Dream was gone, he's like, I'm gonna go see what being a human is like.
You know
I used to be a meadow. What do I want to be now?
Yeah.
You know how Fiddler kills people? They/them.
Not in this convention. Either way. But so we find that out because once Fiddler's Green discovers that the Corinthian is there, which he immediately recognizes, and they kind of share glances. He's like, do I know?
Yeah, he's like, I'm out.
Yeah, he's like, fuck. So he runs back to the dreaming.
Actually, no, he was oh dear.
oh dear. He did oh dear his way out of there. Oh dear. And then somehow got back to the dreaming. We've never seen how they come and go, but it seems like through the clouds, apparently.
Oof.
I guess. So he reports on the fact the Corinthian is here and Rose Walker is there as well.
What
And
I didn't get is how she got his keys.
whose keys?
The keys to Fiddler Green's car.
I think it
He's
was
just-
her car.
You sure?
He chose to drive.
Okay.
No, I think it was her friend's car.
Prager.
Yeah, the Prager girl. Yeah, so it was I forgot her name.
Prager you.
Lila.
Something like that. Ira?
I think it's Lila.
Idra? Lila? Lida?
Lida.
It's
There
Lida.
you go. Okay, one of
It's
those.
something stupid. It's a weirdly complicated name for no reason. So either way, they leave her back at the House of Creepiness to and
I like that house.
Yeah. No, not Cain and Abel's house with the thing in the basement.
Yeah, I like it.
Talking about the house of the weird peoples.
I do. I like that.
The Addams Family house. So either way, so
It
she
was strangely homey.
I mean, it would do.
Yeah.
You would fit in. You're just gonna go live in the attic. You're gonna be the creepy.
My
bearded-
room now.
The old British guy's gone. This is mine.
I have bigger sword.
You're gonna have your own little watchtower up there. Stay there with the creepy spider ladies because it's their house now. This is my house now. Either way, I'm the dreaming now. Which actually, that is basically how that episode goes. I am the dreaming now. So Corinthian wants Rose to basically use her vortex powers to take over and become the center of the dreaming and kill Morpheus.
And everything else.
But she doesn't know that basically what a vortex is supposed to do is basically break down the walls between realities, make everyone under one dream, and then ultimately it collapses under its own weight. The whole universe goes away. The reason we know this is apparently Morpheus
It's
failed.
happened before.
Yeah, apparently there was a previous universe and that shit all happened, and Morpheus is like, well, that's why we got to usually kill him. But of course, that's fun. We don't really need to dig into the Corinthian side story with dealing with the stuff at the convention. Basically, murderers be murdering, and then murderers be murdering murderers.
Murderer be imposturating.
By the way, that was hard to say, but I managed it.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, like the whole
Dude
setup.
was imposturating.
He was imposturating as a murderator.
Then he got murderated
He got murderated by the murderers.
at the murder con.
Yeah.
The boogeyman.
The not boogeyman
Not boogeyman.
got killed by the doctor lady.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, she was like throwing some fucking looks at Corinthian. there.
Yes.
I'd be
For
like,
real.
I mean, he doesn't swing that way.
No, he
but
doesn't.
I do.
Which
She's
way?
like, hey.
You worry me.
Well, Corinthian seems to have a particular choice of quote unquote victim.
Pretty much always.
Yes. Well, there was one woman he killed.
I don't know. He is kind of polymurderous.
He does, but it does seem to be. Well, he does murder anyone, but I think he only sleeps with
Yes.
one direction.
So, yeah, he'll kill, but he has a nice relationship with the
Yes. He
The
does.
fellas.
He tends to be very
You don't do much sleeping.
homo-murderously.
Yes.
I kind of wonder if he does sleep. Because if a dream could dream, a nightmare can dream.
Mm-hmm.
Because gold. Good old gold.
Oh, gold.
Either way, so basically it's like everybody run around. Oh shit! Now we just saw people getting killed. Kids, run quick! Yay! People just murdered motherfucker. And then oh no, fat guy. Fat guy in hallway.
You
run away.
hurt me. Now I'm gonna hurt you.
Literally, he went into full on like retard rage mode.
Lenny rage mode.
Yeah, he just got punched in the kidneys, and he's just like, I'm going to kill the children's. And then he got killed by the teeth eye guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great teeth. Okay, tits.
What do you mean, great teeth, no tits?
All of his smiles are great.
Miles of smiles.
Miles of smiles. There you go.
Smiles.
That'd be funny if that was his name.
That is Corinthians' name is Miles now.
Yeah, it is Miles now. Either way, he's a dentist nightmare. Oh, that's a good joke. Because he is. Apparently, and actually, the funny thing is when we finally get the Morpheus and Corinthian showdown, we actually find out what he's supposed to be. He is supposed to be a dark mirror of humans'
Yes.
bad side.
But it wasn't until they basically explained everything to Rose
yeah,
that she said, okay, this isn't happening right now.
yeah,
She kind of stepped into her own
yeah.
in her power, and when this dream is over,
Oh, so okay, yeah, we skipped
she
over that. Hold on.
backed everything off.
Hold on, we skipped over that. So basically, it comes down to Lyda and her husband. The dreaming has been experiencing earthquakes and shit is falling apart. And everybody's like, hey, why the fuck is this happening? Is it the vortex? And Dream is like, it's not the vortex. So he goes to investigate. Turns out it's the vortex.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Lucien was correct.
Lucian was
Lucian, don't
correct.
be mad.
Yes. So it turns out that Lyda has been invited to stay in the dreaming with her dead ghost husband in their weird dream. Actually, pretty kick-ass looking house.
That's a cool house.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Did you notice the pool like
All the way around
wraps
the house,
around
yeah.
and then the parking pad in the back, so
Yeah.
you could accidentally drive into your own pool if you do it wrong. But either
You
way,
can do that in any pool if you drive wrong enough.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Don't underestimate stupid.
don't try to park in Chad's hot tub though.
No, please.
That,
don't.
that would be difficult.
No, it's dry landing.
No.
No, miss it.
It's too close to the house.
No, miss a hefe. No,
Well, the pond's easier.
That is true.
it's true, but more wet.
Hi, Gator.
I haven't seen a gator in a long time. Gator wandered off
I don't know where it's at.
somewhere in a nearby creek.
That or someone.
Someone
open
else's
season.
backyard.
Yeah.
Someone else's backyard. But either way, so correct. Basically, Dream goes, oh, I see what the fuck is happening. We got a human being deciding to live here, which doesn't happen, and a ghost who's supposed to be in the Sunless Lands, which, by the way, that's what they call, I guess, heaven is called the Sunless Lands, or that's where death takes people.
Or is it purgatory?
I don't think it's purgatory. I think where death must take souls to the Sunless Lands, whatever that is. That's what it's actually called. We skipped over that in the death episode, but
Well, no, because it's different than heaven and it's different than hell.
but we don't know what it is.
I personally believed it was purgatory.
But I'm just saying we
Si-
don't know.
Simply a holding area till they figure out what's going on.
Maybe. Don't know. Maybe it's people who don't have a direction.
Or maybe it's people who've made a deal or
We don't even know if humans go to hell. Well, actually, no, we do. Never mind. We saw at least one on purpose. And we find out why that happens later.
betrayed.
Yes, betrayed the dream lord. Don't do that. But now we know why.
That's a bad idea.
Fucking desire. Fucking desire.
Don't betray
out here
Dream.
fucking up. Okay. Dream's a good guy, okay.
Don't eat other people's eyeballs.
Okay. Let your dead husband go. Okay.
Keep
Okay.
the baby though.
Okay, yeah. We're just going to do the entire story. We're just going to do the entire story. So basically, Dream banishes him. Give you guys, I'm going to Dream. That's kind of what it came down to. So what happened was,
All in the span of what, 2 days?
yeah. Literally.
She gave birth and
Yeah.
You know.
So Dream banishes the husband
God.
to wherever ghosts are supposed to be. And Lyda gets pissed off, starts yelling. Mind you, Rose is watching this whole thing. Saw Dream cancel the dream, as it were. And then Rose follows him to his palace. Is like, what the fuck? You're not supposed to be here. And so she tells him off and then basically kicks him out in a way.
For the first time, this dream is over.
Yeah, literally like kicks herself out of the dream.
Not in my house.
Yes, basically. And Dream's like, maybe I do need to kill this vortex. Fuck. So, and then Lyda's like immediately calls Rose, which seems to like be a trigger
Crying.
thing. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, was that real? He's gone. It's like, yeah, Hector's dead already, and you just had to watch him die again, so to speak. But then she's like yelling at Dream, you killed my friend. It's like, he was already dead. He wasn't supposed to be here. It's like, how the hell did it's like the walls between realities have broken so bad. Ghosts
Right.
are invading the dreaming. That's not even supposed to happen, you know? And so as all that unfolds, then she finds out what her purpose is, what vortexes are, all that other stuff, has the whole conversation. I have to kill you. Okay, now I'm going to avoid you. Corinthians all like, well, you can stay with me or not stay with me, whatever.
Yeah, I'll knock on the door, answer it or don't.
Yes, exactly. And then we get him having to speak in front of all the murderers.
Which was kind of neat.
Yes. And then he puts them all basically in a dream state. And then Dream says, hi. He sidles up.
Hello.
Corinthian. And then we
That
have
was
our,
cool. He went palm out, sandy, flaky thing.
Yep.
Started stripping layer and layer off of him.
Yep. And then stabs him in the hand.
Yeah.
He says, nope. He says no to the hand.
Oh, yeah.
He stabbed him
He
in
said,
the hand.
talk to the hand. He went, stabby.
Yeah. And he's like, how the fuck can you hurt me? And he's like, well, I've got a fucking dream
The dream,
vortex.
the boundaries have started to merge.
Yeah. So what Dream didn't realize is they were in a dream. So,
So
he
they
can't even
then-
recognize it.
Yeah, they then went to visit Rose,
Yeah. And that's when they had the final thing where Rose is
where
like,
there was all the creepy motherfuckers doing their thing.
she saw all the murderers
and,
in one
and
murder
she started
dream.
just closing them up one after one.
Yep. And she's just like, I'm putting all these walls back up and y'all deal with this shit and we'll talk later.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he says, hi.
Yeah.
Yep. He said, talk to the hand.
And then he disintegrated.
Yep. Very much so.
Little bitty eye-teeth skull.
Itty bitty living space. I do like that skull though. That's pretty neat.
That is.
They need to sell
We
that.
need to find a copy.
So if only we knew somebody who does 3D printing who would actually answer text messages.
Right?
Yep. Love you, Will.
I miss you.
Apparently, we missed a pretty epic trivia night this past Thursday while we were at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Well, whatever.
Oops.
Yeah, apparently. There was like 11 teams. It was like
Damn.
an epic fucking
I'd rather,
trivia night.
I much more enjoy Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, trivia night. Gotta make
I'm
it.
going to miss it this week.
Oh, well.
Damn.
I'll probably go to trivia. You want to go to trivia?
Actually, I'm working, so I'm there tomorrow night, whether y'all are or not.
Where?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Won't be there.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
You won't be there or will be there.
Will not.
I will be there, whether anyone shows up or not.
One's trivia.
Thursday night.
Go Thursday night.
Because you won't have a Hefe to come, so we can go there. Have a team. Team trivia.
Bring
beers.
food.
Taste the Asian usually is set up there.
Taste the Asian.
Taste the Asian food truck.
Taste of Asia or something.
The Asian. Taste the Asian.
I don't want to do that.
That sounds good.
It's creepy. No, it's good shit. Fried rice. Fried rice. all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
Bibimbap.
A multitude of egg rolls. all
They have the
kinds of good
dessert
stuff.
egg rolls. They're pretty good.
The dessert egg rolls are great. Either way, back to the dream. So Corinthian is no more.
Bye-bye.
Yep. And then he goes back to the dreaming after basically telling all the murderers to go, hey, quit murdering people. And then they all wander off into the parking lot and start dealing with he said, you will feel the sorrow and the pain of everything you've ever done.
The first woman you see calls the cops and basically turns herself in.
That's the
Yep.
doctor.
The doctor. Yeah.
And the next dude you see pulls out a sidearm from the glove box and just offs himself.
He was the other guy that we've been following for a while now. There was them two that put it all together. He killed himself.
And right after that round goes off, Rose's like, fuck it, we're out.
Yeah. Conveniently parked right there to drive out. So basically all those murderers who basically were all inspired and put into motion by the Corinthians' existence. Basically, he just like, okay, I got to right this wrong. It's 100 years in the fucking making.
It seems like from that point they rushed the ending, though.
For that part, they did, yes. But I mean, it's all been built up. I mean, considering how
Well, no,
slow.
I'm talking about the following, where Rose goes to sleep again
Yeah.
and has her final confrontation with the dream.
Yes, with Dream.
wherein her grandmother,
Great grandmother.
Unity.
great grandmother
Unity. Oh, so
shows up in Lucian's library
yes.
and asks, "What are you looking for?"
a book.
Well, I'm looking for the story of my life, or the life that could have been.
Story of my life.
And through that, they discover that had Unity not fallen asleep for 80 years, she was to be the next Vortex.
Yep.
Because she went to sleep, and essentially it was revealed had a baby with Desire.
Yep.
The
The golden-eyed man. The man with the golden eyes.
Because that happened, the mantle of Vortex was passed to her great granddaughter.
Actually, it just kept being passed.
Yeah.
It eventually got to her, but it was her grandmother, her mother, and then her.
It was revealed later that they were the children of the Eternal.
Endless.
Endless.
So basically, what gets uncovered is also, we got to say, since Unity was meant to be the Vortex, and the Vortex has to die because Unity is old as balls, she says, "Give me your power, and I will be the one who dies."
She shows up with Lucian.
Yeah.
And goes, "Hey, wait. Let's do this instead."
Mhm.
I'm paraphrasing here.
But yeah, that's what happens.
She says, "Reach deep into yourself and pull out what makes you the Vortex."
Mhm.
And she pulled out this friggin'
Heart-shaped crystal.
heart-shaped Roblox Lego-looking
It was a crystal.
crystal heart thingy.
But if you notice what it looked like,
Yeah.
Desire's sigil.
Mm-hmm.
Duh.
Took it upon herself, and you see her in the real world dreaming, kind of slump.
Yeah, she just goes. She
Just died
dies
instantly.
instantly.
And she said, "Well, what happened?" "Well, you died."
Yes, Unity in the dreaming just stays there because a vortex can stay in the dreaming as long as they died. In this
But,
case, it's okay if a
What,
ghost.
wasn't
a
it?
ghost
Wasn't
can
it
stay
Rose
there.
that asked, "Wait, what happened?"
Yeah, because nothing.
And Dream went, "She died."
Because he saw the crystal explode, much like Dream's Ruby did, and release the power.
Yeah.
So basically, she died, but because she is a vortex, or should have been a vortex, there already can be a part of the dreaming.
Mhm.
They're not just a normal human being, unlike the ghost.
Which gives, Rose an opportunity to visit her in her dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said, "I'll be here. Come visit me."
Yeah.
But even before that, we got
Fiddler's Green
Green.
said as much. "Hey, come walk through my paths, sit under my trees, enjoy my shade."
Yeah, a little bit weird.
It was neat.
He's like rolling my grass,
And then he was like, "Ah,
cut my trees down.
and he was like this big flower kaleidoscope.
It was actually really cool.
Yeah, it was
effect.
really
cool.
He basically just made the dream. He was like the foliage of the dreaming.
It's like a vegan throwing up.
No, that was a vegan.
And Morpheus is like,
Yeah.
how can I be mad at you?
Yeah, he was literally. I can't be mad at you.
I
dude."
can't be
He's
mad
like,
at
you're
you.
you're like the cool one. I mean, he really was just like, where the fuck did he go? And then we
Yeah,
found
where'd
out
you
what
go?
happened.
Yeah. I think he became a better entity as a place after having lived,
Someone's running up the stairs,
after living so long as a human. That gave him a much better perspective.
and that's what he said about Morpheus too.
I think it was the words he said to Morpheus that humans don't exist because we exist. We exist because of them.
Yeah.
And that kind of bound everything together, made sense.
And it's basically what Death told him too.
Yeah.
Basically, he just echoed what Death told him a couple episodes prior. And well, the cool thing is, so when that whole thing, when the exchanging of the vortex, basically, Morpheus and Lucian shot each other some looks when they saw that heart-shaped crystal come out of
Yep.
her, and they're like,
What the
"Really?"
fuck?
And then she said, "This all happened because I had a dream where I was impregnated by a golden-eyed man." And it's like, "Wait, you had a baby with a golden-eyed man, and then it was born." And then they like, "That motherfucker!"
Oh, and he gets his.
It literally
Ooh.
flashes. It flashes to Desire. Like you see it. Like he's
Looking
like-
creepy as shit.
Yeah.
So after all that is settled, basically, human world, cool, good, everybody's happy. All the creepy weirdos
This
all moved
will
up to New York.
exist.
Yeah, they all move up there. Oh, Silver Fox guy ends up getting with the guy who was watching Rose's apartment for him.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
catch
yeah.
that? I was like, that's a nice little thing. Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention.
Oh, the singing crossdresser.
Yes. So we forgot to mention one cool cameo that happened. When Corinthian left Jed to hang out, he's literally watching fucking Justice League Unlimited on the TV.
Okay.
The cartoon. I was like, yes. That's fun.
Only you noticed that
How do you not notice it? It's on the fucking TV.
because we don't give a shit.
Well, you suck if you didn't like the Justice League series. You're a terrible human being.
Okay, I agree.
That's why you can't have dreams.
Oh.
Fine.
I'm going back there.
Let's blow the belt.
Yeah, fuck you and most other people.
It's a good show. Justice League was really fucking good. Anyway, so he decides to go have a conversation with his little they them non-gendered endless relative.
Her brother. His brother.
His Dream went to go talk to whatever, technically speaking, Desire is.
Went to speak with Desire.
Desire is non-gendered, technically.
And essentially bitch slapped him.
Literally bitch slapped him. They, them.
Grabbed they, them, it.
The fact that he was dressed like a fucking cat was even funnier.
With a tail.
With a
Yeah,
tail and all.
moving, yeah.
I was like, wow, what desire are you giving into right now?
Meow.
Literally. He's like, hello, Dream.
But pulled his head back, said, hey, if this ever happens again, we're going to have problems.
So there's two things with this plan. Because as it unfolds after this, Desire has to has to relate that.
That it was all his plan. It was his design trying to fuck with his, her, him, they, them, whatever brother.
Yes. Because the dreaming is one of the only ways that
So did
our hellspawn.
Desire have anything to do with the fellow who captured Dream?
Yes. He said that in the previous episode.
All right.
Like literally when Desire and Despair are talking to each other, they literally say all the way back to Narda, the lady he was in love with that he sent to hell. Desire did that.
So playing the long game.
Basically every chance that Desire can get to take control over the dreaming, they take. Like very Starscream like, you know, if we're going Transformers to relate it. But the whole idea is that is the only real way, the only realm that exists that they can actually help out our good buddies over in hell to penetrate into the human world. So we finished the final episode with, or the final bit of the episode, back in hell with our good friend Lucifer and Mazikeen. Very dejected, looking very pissy. But sire, we have demon fights coming up. I was like, I can't think of anything else I would rather not see. And then, Azazel wants to talk to you.
That was creepy. A bunch of Cheshire cat-looking motherfuckers staring at you.
Yeah, so they say Azazel, which is a fucking dumb way to say it. So Azazel, which is a multi-demon-y demon, comes in and said, hey, by the way, all the demon generals are tired of your bullshit and we want to fucking move this plan along. Where are you going, Hefe?
I ain't got to ask permission. I got to pee.
I didn't say you had to ask permission. Just tell us where you're going so I can set the cameras. Either way. He drank too much. Either way, so Lucifer is not happy about this thing. They're getting bitched at by a bunch of faces in the wall.
Yeah, why are there multiple? Like,
I think it's just that's the
personalities.
I think it's just the representation, like basically that, like Azazel's treated as Legion, where it's like the one that is many. So there's a whole bunch of generals or kings of hell or whatever, and they're all like the top line. They're like, hey, we want you to get this shit moving. Are you going to do it? And they're like, fine, I'll fucking do it. It's like, well, you better. I was like, well, okay. I mean, Jesus, we just had the last plan fail. What do you want me to fucking do? So the whole idea is hell wants to expand and take over the human realm so that they can overwhelm heaven. Only real way to manage that is through the dreaming, which is why Lucifer hates Dream, which is why Lucifer teamed up with fucking Desire to make this happen, because the vortex does what? Breaks down the walls between realities. That was a set.
Sorry.
You were supposed to answer, Chad.
Yeah.
Too much drinking.
Yes, it is.
So either way, the whole point was we need a dream vortex, which is why Desire knocked up Unity in the first place.
Now, could we imagine the fact that the vortex actually not being bad? I mean, she's starting to get to the point where she's actually controlling, knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
But it was breaking down everything. So
But it doesn't matter. The willpower doesn't matter. Their ultimate existence is to basically flush the universe. So the whole point is to get a vortex to take over, beat Dream, and then use that vortex to break down the walls between, I guess, hell and the dreaming are adjacent. So,
So who is creating the vortex?
they occur, quote unquote, naturally, but clearly Desire made these.
Okay.
Like, so Unity should have been the vortex, but Unity being stuck in a dream forever due to the previous actions. It was like, Desire's like, hey, Roger Burgess, get Dream out of the way. And then it's like, fuck, this didn't work the way I wanted to. So, that I kind of wonder if it wasn't meant for Dream, if it was actually supposed to stop death. And then they were going to use Unity as a vortex. So, like, the plan went sideways when they accidentally caught Dream. It was nice that Dream was out of the way, except they couldn't get through the dreaming to take over the living world like they wanted to. So it's kind of like that's one of those things, like they had plans on plans and they just kept fucking it up.
So Death still needs to watch her back.
Death should probably watch her back, although Death could easily kill any of her siblings. So the other thing was, and I believe this was part of it, because if you remember, even Dream said to Desire, were you trying to get me to kill one of our kin? Because that would be the first vortex that would be related to them. So I think there is a rule that the Endless can't kill each other. So by creating children of the Endless and then sending a dopey fucking out of his brain Dream to go kill that vortex, but oh dumbass, you killed one of our fucking
Do you
grandkids.
think that would have made his power null and void, or
no? It would have had the rest of them turn on him.
Yeah.
And the whole point, as you missed because you were in the shitter, was that they need the dreaming to invade from hell. Hell cannot directly invade into the world of the living unless by spells or somebody.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. Well, I know, but you weren't here when we were discussing it.
I had to pee.
So the whole plan was get Dream out of the way, create a vortex, use the vortex to drop the walls between realities. Hell takes over. Then they overrun and kill God.
Spreads.
Yeah, that's what they wanted. And then they fucked up in every aspect, apparently. Apparently, it was so close. Just the only thing we didn't get was somebody yelling, "I was so close."
Would have got away with it if it
wasn't for the meddling kids. The meddling kids. The meddling kids and that Raven.
Stupid Raven.
The stupid Raven. Yeah, literally. I mean, Matthew did help.
Yeah.
And then he sort of disappeared. Oh, but I like that he offered, whenever he's told Rose he was going to have to kill her, he's like, well, I mean, Matthew was a human and now he lives here.
Yeah.
So you could be a Raven. I was like, I'm sorry, I have to kill you. I mean, literally, he was like, look, I got to kill you, but you'll stay here if you want.
Yeah,
It's
Tuki or whatever they say.
Yeah. Tuki.
Tuki.
Yeah, you could just hear Matthew going, Tuki.
Does not work.
But either way, it's just so, I mean, like, overall, like, because I'll tell you right now, you can watch episode 11 whenever. It has no bearing on any story.
So we won't even talk about it.
We can just find, what do you mean you won't be here? But
I won't be here.
It's a two episode. Totally just side stories. One of them is an animated version, and it's a story told by cats.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but I saw the...
that is an interesting one because it is totally interesting. But the fact that Morpheus does appear in cat form, because he can take on the form of whatever, like whatever the perception is. Yeah, it's actually a neat story.
It brings to mind a book I read called The Book of Riley.
Okay.
It's a spinoff from a series by Mark Tufo called Zombie Fallout, and it follows the dog's perspective of the zombie fallout.
Oh. I was gonna say it sounds like an Inside Out story.
No, it's good.
He still hasn't seen Inside Out. He also refuses to watch Inside Out.
Is that the one with the emotions and shit?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good fucking movie.
I was eyeballing all the Sonics. They're now on. I can get all three of them.
Yeah,
I'm
on Paramount. You have Paramount.
I has.
Yeah, they're all good.
I'll give it a shot.
Watch it while you're on the download them and watch them while you're on the cruise.
No, I got stuff to do.
Like sit on the boat,
sit on
and
the booze and drink the beach. Yeah,
yeah, basically. Effie's going to come back red.
Well, I guarantee you, probably Captain America is going to be one of the movies they show.
Probably.
Oh yeah, because we're going to watch that while he's gone.
Well, dude, I've been a night person for 3 years now.
Yeah,
and I'm not used to the sun, so I'll be running shade to shade.
No, they'll show it at night, so you won't get a tan.
There you go.
It'd be good.
Even if they show it during the day, I'll be inside.
No, but he has to go. No, but he's going to be in a tropical location, which is already a problem.
Oh yeah.
I do have a great swim set. Looks like Sasquatch surfing all over it. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
So the other episode, or the other part of episode 11, it brings back another Doctor Who person, and it's actually Rory from the Matt Smith era.
Okay.
So he plays an
That
author.
would be the
Didn't see that era because you.
that would be
read
the
it, David
boyfriend of the
Tennant. Amy Pond's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Amy Pond.
Yeah, Amy Pond is great. Every now and then, if you guys are paying attention, you'll hear me tell.
That's the young black kid, right?
No,
Rory?
nope. That's nope. That's Mickey.
Okay, that's Mickey.
Nobody gives a shit about Mickey. It's fucking useless.
Not even what's her face.
To the point that the doctor
Rose.
never called him by his right name.
Yeah, Rose didn't even give a shit about Mickey.
Nope, she left her boyfriend to run off with the doctor. He was her boyfriend at the
Hey,
time.
it worked in
No.
Guardian it's Hitchhiker's Guide.
Sure. The once.
Yeah.
Well, when your whole planet gets destroyed, it's easy to hook up with the next human,
Right.
the only other human alive. But either way, the whole point is he's a writer who he gets writer's block and finds out that from this other prolific writer that he has literally one of the Greek muses as a prisoner in his fucking mansion.
Well, shit.
And he gets handed off to him. And therein lies the plot of that episode. So somehow, episode 11 contains both of those stories, and they both feel like real long stories, and they're not. Because so much shit happens. But it's a good one. It's a good one. Has nothing to do with the rest of the season. We're technically done with any of the main stories. So it's good to go.
Yeah, I've got 3 nights to kill and then I'm out of here. I know, I'm so excited.
Whatever will we do without Heffy?
We're wondering what we're going to do without you getting on a plane.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to do a last will and testament before I go. That's what's going to happen.
Leave your password so we can download an update episode.
Sure, that's what's going to happen. I mean, assuming I land in Maryland, fine.
It might be upside down.
It's like, no, that only happens in Canada. I'll be recording shit up there with Dante. So if I have to do that, at least we'll be good to go when I get back. No matter what, I will have at least one episode recorded because it might be me, Dante, and Louis, possibly even his other co-hosts and other people who are coming along. I might get one with Bobby Skullface if I can while I'm up there. So we'll see what happens. Probably be doing a lot of potting while we're up there. Potting and drinking is basically what I'm going to do for this entire short vacation.
Pod and drink.
And then hop back on a plane at 6 in the fucking morning.
Is it just you or is the wifey going with?
No, just me.
Dude, she's going to be so mad.
I don't know what. No. Here's the thing. I don't know what she's going to do while I'm gone. She doesn't do anything while I'm here.
The wives were talking about having girls' night.
Yeah,
That's going to go very. That's going to go very.
Well, I'm going to
poorly.
beg Amy to be DD and be responsible.
Well, how are they going to have I guess while I'm gone, I guess that's when they would have to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if anything else, I'll beg her to be responsible.
But here's the problem. They want Amy to get drunk.
No one wants Amy to get drunk.
The
What are you
girls
talking
like
about?
Amy drunk because it gives them something to laugh at.
God.
Correct. No one else wants Amy drunk. No one. But the girls seem to find it amusing when they're drunk.
Drunk Amy's annoying.
Now, if they want to all
and
get,
inappropriate.
if they all want to get drunk,
For real.
yeah, we know.
I'm not saying a word.
She did bad things to Jeef.
No.
She did.
No.
You weren't there. You weren't looking. You were on your way out.
Oh, okay.
When y'all were packing up on my birthday, and I had just turned off the camera, she did some naughty
yeah.
things to Jeef.
She was going to town.
She went to town on Jeef
I
in the
was
kitchen.
talking about not knowing when to shut the hell up regarding Chad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because she wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Okay.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Some-
won't elaborate on that.
It's fine.
Yeah, later.
fine.
Later, Hosen.
We don't have any of that. We're not German in here.
Lederhosen.
And we're not hose.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is what it is. I would like to say something very fun. Very great news came out this morning.
Uh-huh.
So not only did we get a new FBI director last week, and Kash Patel did get put through at a decent pace, so we didn't have to break the tie. So that's happy because Kash Patel is going to radically change the fucking FBI to how it's supposed to fucking function. But guess who he appointed as his deputy director?
Who'd you do?
Dan Bongino. You know who that is?
Some Italian?
Oh my God, how do you not know? You of all people should know Dan Bongino because he's an
He was the singer, right?
No. He's an ex-Secret Service guy. So he worked in the previous Trump administration and for other presidents as a Secret Service guy, has worked with the other agencies over time, has a massively prolific fucking podcast / news show. So he's basically giving up his livelihood to go fix the fucking FBI.
All right, good.
So those two are going to do some crazy shit in a good way at the FBI now. Are you good? You got enough fucking jelly beans?
Dude, this is our first taste of our favorite candy.
Hour?
Since
What's
last-
this hour shit?
It's one of his favorites too.
Yes.
Oh, I like Reese's peanut butter cups more than anything.
No, this is
No,
the
this is
Sweet Tarts sour jelly beans,
Eh.
and they're one of my absolute favorites.
I mean, they're good. don't
I mean,
get me wrong.
I'm leaving those here, so and I'm glad y'all helped me
What do
with
you mean,
them.
leaving them here. They're not
I
going
hid them from
there's not
you.
going to be any left after the show. What
Exactly.
the fuck you mean?
And that's why I'm glad you helped me with them, because I won't make myself sick on
I
them.
mean, I'm already getting sick on them. I got to go to men's group after this. after I put laundry away, because I said I would do that today. All right, somebody talk while I put those on.
As you drop them all over the floor.
Yeah, get on to me about it, and there you go.
I dropped 2.
To the face.
5-second roll. Pick it up. Come on.
I don't know where I went.
I think you caught one.
There's one. I got it.
They're in your cleavage.
Use your toes.
Monkey toes.
Monkey toes.
I only dropped the one. And I'm not going to eat it after I pick it up.
Yeah, you say that.
I'm not going to eat that.
You can
after-
wipe it down. And,
No, I know how bad my feet get.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to chipmunk them.
That's why we're not supposed to eat. That's why we're not supposed to eat in here.
I'm a bad influence.
You are. Either way.
Is this really eating? I mean, I guess it is.
Are you using your mouth to chew the food and then swallow it for some sort of sustenance?
No, osmosis. That's what the chipmunk's for.
You moved. I had to fix your camera. Stop it. Listen to us chew. I mean, I ran out of drink a long time ago. This is what sucks.
Let's wrap this shit up and get another drink.
That's good enough.
You realize there's no coating or anything on the. The drink ate all the coating off of it.
I know. We drank that. That's why I said it started looking like Mountain Dew. There's other news shit, but I think we're good.
We started
We're
sloughing.
not even at 2 hours, by the way.
That's okay. It's okay.
Baseball started. Yay, sports.
Did it?
Yeah.
Frankly, I need people.
Spring
to be able to, I need people to be able to speak sports.
Yeah. Started watching some Astros. Spring training started. So
Well, good. I need somebody to be able to keep up with that shit while we're going. Oh, fucking A.
I know, right?
Sorry, I'm checking my notes. Oh, that was the other thing. Sorry. Still, a note I took from the week before. I made the joke that it would be funny if there was a Sandman series where you see him going out and capturing all the dreams that escaped. Like I said, Pokemon at first, and then I said, well, it'll be closer to Card Captor Sakura, where all her tarot cards escaped. Here's what's funny about that statement that I looked up, because the last 3 dreams that were missing, being Galt, the Corinthian, and Fiddler's Green, what did they refer to them as? Do you remember the word?
Nightmares.
No, there was a term.
Fuck sticks.
No, the Arcana.
Okay.
Do you know what an Arcana is?
That's the ring.
No, incorrect. That's an amulet.
You kiss your mother with that mouth.
Nope. Don't kiss her at all. Either way.
Oh yeah.
So
no reason.
So no, I looked up the definition of an Arcana. Basically, it's a set of tarot cards like a zodiac. And I was like, wait, I fucking literally said that out loud. It's like, so it was like legit. He was going out.
Yeah, he
to
was
capture.
rebuilding Galt, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, at the end, we did forget that. He did
Yeah.
rebuild Galt as a dream.
Who else was he rebuilding? Did you know?
Other randoms. Other
Yeah,
randoms.
okay.
He left Lucienne in charge of stuff while he was creating.
But she came back looking just as she did with the wings and everything.
Well, she didn't have wings before.
And Lucy, when you're beautiful.
Yep. So basically, and I feel like some people will probably be like, well, yeah, look at that. The fucking black women taking over and telling the white man what he should do. It's like, I mean, okay, if you want to be a dick about it, sure. But
Or it's
realistically,
two women supporting each other and being positive.
yeah. Well, I mean, women is a stretch, technically speaking, in the context, but female creatures of sort. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this before. Our current HHS secretary, which would be known as Mr. Kennedy Jr., officially defined men and women.
Good.
So, and there are only 2 sexes and only 2
Yeah,
genders.
is it the kindergarten cop definition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It literally, almost literally, scientific kindergarten cop definition. So, haha.
Or the Mr. Rogers definition?
Yes, pretty
Yeah.
much. Pretty much. That's exactly what he did. So, either way, for legal terms, men and women do exist now.
But the what else happened? Joint Chiefs of Staff
Yes, we talked about this.
Okay.
So we talked about this off air. So yeah, Trump fired this weekend the head of the chief of staffs. I forgot how that chiefs of staff, but it's one person.
Yeah.
That's such a weird way.
They/them.
I mean, it was a dude. It was a dude. And he fired him basically for, as they looked into communications, kind of trying to start a coup to basically get military leadership to ignore.
Organizing present and past. Organizing.
You got this. These are words.
Present and past members that were generals, etc.
Yeah.
To essentially say if the president does things that
we don't agree with,
that oppose the military, we need to step in and essentially organize a soft coup.
But basically, it didn't even say if he gives us orders that we don't like, or he tells us to do things that we are against in cases of, because this person was very pro DEI, very pro trans in the military, pro all of the agendas, and previously had been, documented in saying such. But for them to come out and literally be rallying other military leaders in our fucking country against the commander in chief is like, yeah, you're lucky you only got fired.
So the presidential response was not light-handed.
No.
He essentially cleaned house of anybody that had anything to do with that.
Should.
He did.
And frankly, if anything had gone further, they need to punish them by law because you're damn near on sedition and damn near bordering treason. I mean, it's only treason if you side with an enemy country. Sedition is basically you plotting within your country to do things.
Or insurrection.
Both. We can't. Well, insurrection only counts towards Republicans. Only Republicans are allowed to insurrect. Whenever the Democrats do it, it's called justice, from what I was told, apparently. So either way, but yeah, no, that was actually really big news. I heard about that, I think Saturday, and I was like, what the fuck? And then everybody's in an uproar because, oh no, we fired a black man. He's racist and whatever. It's like, did you look at the rest of his cabinet? It's like massively diverse between sides of the aisle, sexes and races all over the place. He's like, so racist. I was like, yep, because that's why he just hired an Indian guy to be the head of the FBI, who hired an Italian guy to be his second in command. And he hired an feathers not dots woman to be the head of DNI. So that's really bad. Tulsi Gabbard, who she's fucking great. If there's gonna be a fucking actual first female president, it better fucking be her. Or she'd be fantastic, Democrat or not.
I don't know. His press secretary is pretty damn badass as well.
I don't think she'd be president, but she'd be really good.
27 years old, pulling off the shit she's pulling. That's impressive as hell.
I mean, she's
just angry all the fucking time.
But I mean, she's following in her predecessor's footsteps because they were friends,
But she's meaner, and I like it.
She's less putting up with their nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh no, the other part was whenever CNN was trying to interrupt Trump when he was signing executive orders, and he's like, "Shut the fuck up! I didn't ask questions yet." Or when he told the governor of Maine.
Yes, I heard that on. Was it Hannity?
Yes.
Or somebody today on the way over here. No, it was Clay Travis and Buck Sexton.
Yeah,
they were talking about. She said she will not comply, and he's like, "Well, if you don't comply, you won't get any federal funding."
Yeah, and then it was like, "Well, I'll see you in court." He's like, "You will see us in court."
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
and it's like, and 80% of your people agree with me, so good luck with that.
Yeah.
So it's over to Title IX, men or boys playing in female sports. They said literally they will not comply with the law, and they'll allow it. It's like, well, good luck with that.
Yeah,
it's like that's part of the civil rights shit. It's like. No, it's like, cool. We're going to find you not in compliance with civil rights.
Essentially, he said, so you will not abide by federal law.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
Yep. Good luck with that. So, yeah, I mean, like I already said a long time ago, the next 4 years are going to be fucking crazy.
It's going to be a circus, but it's going to be a fun circus.
I think we're
like a circus without clowns.
Oh, by the way, I think I found. Remember that Robert De Niro movie we were talking about, 0 Hour?
Hoo-ah.
I think it's out now on Netflix. So if we want to torture ourselves, we can do that over the next few years.
Probably not.
I might watch it just.
I don't do De Niro.
Well, here's the funny part.
He's a libtarded douche canoe.
So here's the thing. Here's the funny part, and this is how you know Hollywood, despite the time, thought what was going to happen. So De Niro plays a previous president who was removed for having memory problems and cognition problems, who was replaced by a black female president. Okay, this movie was written in like 2022. There's no way they could have possibly truly known unless it was all part of the plan to begin with.
Yeah.
And there's another movie out there right now with it's basically like White House Down, but with a black female president.
So tired of those movies. They're just getting boring.
But it's another show. It's another movie that's just like that, but it's a black female president. It's like, wow, they really were. Everybody was banking on Kamala, who was supposedly never running for president, running and winning.
Who's not black?
Nope. Definitely not. She's Indian and Jamaican. Yep. Not actually, technically.
She's not white. And I guess that was good enough to be black.
Well, she was Indian until it was inconvenient. Then she became black.
Of course.
Well, she didn't claim to be white.
Well, she became a drunk.
Well, I don't know about became. I'm pretty sure that was default settings.
So she was Indian.
I mean, like, if you
Wait, wrong Indian.
I mean, realistically, if you had to do the horrible things that she had to do as a Democratic person being in politics, you'd probably be a drunk too.
All those cocks.
Look at Nancy Pelosi. Look at Nancy Pelosi. Like, we got to have a tiny bit of sympathy for her because she has to drink away the horrible stuff she's done. Like, and there's not enough booze in San Francisco to float that parade.
No, she's tried.
Yeah, she's tried to drink herself under the streets. Problem is she can't get past all the shit.
Too slippery.
No joke. It don't dry in the sun. Oh, yeah?
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
It still wasn't in the microphone.
I mean, it was way over there, but yes.
Yeah.
You're like, can still hear it, Hefe. It's fine. It's better than the nose breathing. We're doing good, though.
Better today, yes.
Could you talk into the microphone a little bit?
No, nose breathing.
Well, don't. I'm just looking forward to how much snoring you're going to do on your vacation.
I'm taking my machine.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a non-negotiable.
Nice.
Is this like a twin, like 2 beds, or is it all one?
I tried to get away with 2 separate twins, but she wouldn't let me.
Why not? That'd be so much nicer. Y'all can fuck on a tiny bed if you need to, but I mean,
Sleep on the separate beds,
Sleep
yeah.
on the separate beds, man.
Fucking A.
Yeah, because I think even on our next vacation that we take together, I'm like, instead of going for the king, well, I mean, a king is basically
It's 2 twins pushed together. It's
Yeah.
not a king.
like
you
realistic.
might be able to do that because it's
Well, they probably would. You get a queen or a king in that room.
It's either 2 twins or a king.
you'll be able to
it's-
separate it.
yeah.
You know,
And it's basically both twins pushed together.
If it'll separate, do it.
yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I mean, if it will, do it. What's she gonna do? Snuggle you or something?
Yeah. Leave me alone, like you like me or something.
It's like, no, you're not furry enough. I need my furry companions. I'm surprised you don't have like a stuffed version of your dogs to take with you anywhere.
Little Nixie, that'd be cute.
Have a little Nixie
Well, they do
dog.
that. You know that, right? Yeah.
They have a little dog print.
I'm not taxidermying my dog.
No.
No.
Dad.
A print. You take the picture of Nixie and then
Yeah.
make it a pillow for you, and you could literally sleep with a Nixie shaped pillow.
Oh.
You can put like a little monitor thing.
What are
in
you
it, make
talking
like
about? I sleep with a real one every fucking night.
But not when you're
Not
in the
when you're on a
Caribbean. You
cruise.
don't.
Yeah, true.
Or when you're in the Gulf of America, you don't. You could
They changed that back, didn't they?
No,
Was it?
it's
Okay.
still Gulf of America. They're all bitching about it and be like, "Well, sorry, it's a fucking law now."
Yep.
Google.
Which I don't quite understand why it couldn't be that way because you got North America, Central America, and South America. Why?
What was that? Was that you?
No.
What the hell was that?
I didn't fart or anything. Not me.
It sounded like either a dog going or
I thought it was a dog.
might have been a dog, but nobody around here has dogs.
Sound like a bison.
Definitely none of those.
Mwah.
It picked up really well, whatever it was.
Whatever that was loud. Either way, what were we saying? Gulf of America?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just that like there's supposedly like people fighting against the Gulf of America thing and whatever. It's like, well, I mean, for legal reasons, we're gonna keep it Gulf of America. Why? So that we can drill oil in it.
That's it.
Because Joe Biden said we can't drill in the Gulf of Mexico. That's
Or it could be-
that's the
It could
workaround.
be Gulf Americas.
Well, I mean, it's America regardless.
Oh.
We have most of the shore. Who gives a shit? Why was it ever Gulf of Mexico?
No, now we're like a 2-year-old. Mine.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, we're just gonna slap whatever. It's a Gulf of Pfizer. Realistically, is really what it is. It's gotten more.
Who's
Gulf
going to be
of
the biggest,
Texaco.
Yeah.
the biggest sponsorship for it?
Yeah. Oh, and we did forget that Trump did declare the cartels actual terrorists, so that we can go drone bomb them. now.
Fucking A.
It's like, and they're like threatening us, and I'm like, okay. It's like, sure. And even to the point that like the president of Mexico is like, you shouldn't pick on the cartels. And they're like, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Shit, there's 20 kids just going, I'm gonna get you.
No, they sent out a video of like the cartel like fully armed with their fucking like armored Humvees and full get up. And I'm like, damn, the cartel is actually better armed than the Mexican military. It's like, no wonder
That's
they're
been
scared.
that way for decades.
But now it's worse. But it's like, it still, I mean, we're going to pretend that we can't take out the cartels. I mean, literally,
they're right there. Go get them.
The funny part is, and I could be wrong about this, maybe I'm mixing things up, because you remember that basically in his first like little while as president, he went and wiped out ISIS, right? Things he said that could not be done for a decade.
Yeah.
He hired the one general who said, we can get it done in 2 weeks if we do it this way. And he's like, done. So he brought back that
For
same.
real, give me a target. Let me off my leash.
If I'm right, that guy's name is Raisin Cane.
I like.
The guy's name is
I like
Raisin
chicken.
Cane. Like what the fuck?
I think I'm stopping there after we're done.
Make sure you get the full cup of sauce.
Full cup of sauce, no slaw, extra fries.
I always get extra bread.
That we do.
Yeah, I like the bread better.
I don't like
than the
slaw.
fries. I mean, the slaw's
Depends
okay.
on the slaw. Amy's slaw, yes, but it's different.
Their slaw's okay, but I prefer to get extra bread so I can make little chicken sandwiches.
I love how we're all over the place in this.
Well, look, we're hungry. Okay,
I'm hungry. I'm ready to go.
He hasn't eaten. Remember?
I actually ate.
I've eaten a lot of jelly beans and some bread.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we got to cut that bread before you go.
Better than cutting the cheese.
Well, it's cheese bread.
Give me a minute.
We're cutting the cheese bread.
Oh,
We got the cheese bread farts.
I tell you what,
Yeah. Either way, we're going to war with the. We're going to go to war with the cartels.
won't be much of a war. It'll be quick.
Well, the problem is how
Quick
many
and
of them are
painless.
here. But usually when we pick a war, we don't tend to have thousands of them inside our country. This time we kind of do. Oh, and then Ukraine, he's trying to bend Ukraine over because Zelensky, oh my God, what he said the other day. It's like that first 500 billion we got from everybody was a loan, not a thing. We don't have to pay that back. Or he said it was a gift. He said it was a gift, not a loan. It was like, no, bitch, that was a loan. You're going to give us.
You're going to pay it back.
You're going to pay back the 250 billion in precious minerals, and you're going to bend the fuck
Isn't
over, and
shit
you're going to
just
have
gonna
an
be-
election.
Isn't the resolution of all that going to be Ukraine taking a hit, losing some losing some ground,
Yeah, lose
and
lose
then paying
the
back a
Donbass.
bunch of shit?
Yeah, so they need to pay back everybody. They're going to lose the Donbass. We're going to pay to fucking fix it because BlackRock's already buying everything. So we're going to fix Ukraine. Russia's going to get the Donbass so they can get their fucking their land bridge to their warm water port in Sebastopol, which is all they fucking want.
Yeah,
Realistically, it's what they want because they're fucking.
they could have at least done a trade deal or something. But
They tried.
Ukraine wasn't having it.
No, it wasn't Ukraine who did that. It was fucking Boris Johnson. And I think it was Angela Merkel and Boris
You mean
Johnson
that
ruined
fat
it.
English bastard?
Yes.
Okay.
He ruined it. They had no, dude. Fucking, I think it was 8 months into the war. They had a deal struck, and Boris Johnson went over there and said, "Do not sign a deal with Russia." And then the war fucking blew up.
Fucking A.
So no, it all fucking went wrong because of Boris Johnson and a couple other dipshits getting involved because they're like, no. But then they're also still like, okay, now Trump is like talking about leaving NATO if they don't all start paying
Cool.
their fair share.
I'm in.
Yeah, they're all like, hey, you guys literally have to pay more or we're fucking out.
Yeah.
And if the U.S. leaves NATO, well, there ain't no fucking NATO anymore.
Yes.
There's a bunch of people talking and not a lot of people with guns.
Yep. Not. There's some blue helmets not doing a lot.
Yeah, for the most part, NATO is the U.S. Army or whatever military forces we send over there specifically.
Not our forces are funding.
But most of it is backed by our forces, literally. Like nobody else has a fucking standing army that's contributing. Like the UK is talking shit. It's like, really, motherfucker? You have less than 75,000 mobilized troops right now.
Mm-hmm.
At best. And no fucking jets, no fucking tanks. What are you bringing to fucking anything? It's like, we're the ones who make all this shit go. You guys just come along and put your flags on everything. Eat a dick or pay some fucking money.
That's gross imperialism, making everyone else fight their wars for them while they collect taxes in the land.
Yep. And it's the same fucking thing when it comes to not just...
Only been happening for like 700 years.
But then the other part comes down to like the UN and all the other shit. Basically, something goes wrong in Europe. One country gets involved with another one in a war or starts taking other stuff. Everybody goes, yeah, we need to have peace talks. And they look down at U.S. Hey, how much money and guns are you going to give us to fix this? And we're like, I mean, there's like 75 other motherfuckers here. Why are we the ones who got to fucking do it?
Uh-huh.
So we're like, Trump is literally like, hey, we're not going to play this fucking game anymore. We got to write our own ship. It's like, we're going to pull back. We're going to leave stuff where we need it to fucking stay secure. We're going to buy Gaza and turn it into fucking Las Vegas. And basically is what he wants to do. Las Gagas. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, keep working on it.
Las Gazas. And basically, Palestine is going to have to eat a dick, because you guys don't exist. You have no claim to this fucking land in the first place. We're going to scoot y'all over. You can be fine over there. This is ours. If you touch it, the boats will come.
Get to building your broken buildings.
Yes. It's like, we will help you rebuild, but if you point a fucking gun at us at our nice little strip of money-making bullshit here, if you fire any more rockets into Israel, we're going to have a fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, basically, Trump is like, we're going to put our wall between you. And if you shoot at us, instead of just making money and getting the fuck over it, then we're going to have it. Problem is, Palestine doesn't want just some land. Palestine doesn't want to make some money. It's not economics that drive Palestine. It's wanting to wipe out Jewish people entirely. And people don't seem to understand this.
Nope.
It's like, why can't Israel just give them some more land? Because they don't want Israel's land.
That's accurate.
They want no Israelis. That's what they want. It's like, they want all the Jews to go away. The Jews. Yes. Either way, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
You've been hungry. That's why we have jelly beans on my desk. We got jelly beans melting into my
I want
desk.
Mexican food now.
I thought you wanted Raising Cane's.
I changed my mind.
In all a matter of 5
You want Raising Canes.
Canes.
Raising Canes asada.
Oh, asada de cerdo. It's going to be so good.
Words.
Yeah.
Sure.
They mean a lot to this fat guy.
Food more than words.
Yeah. More than food.
No.
No.
No, it doesn't work. Think not.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to.
I can get dumber.
We're starting over. Welcome back to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast. All right, guys. Anyway, so do the like and subscribe thing here. If you are new to the channel, by all means, hit the subscribe button. Check it out. We need more subscribers. We need about 987 more subscribers, and then we can have some monetization. That'd be great.
Be great.
Or you can just support the channel on Patreon. Be all like all the cool people like Shaun. Shaun does, Louis does, a couple other people. Support, I think Marcus. Technically, I think even Will technically supports on the Patreon.
He just doesn't support.
He just never shows up for anything else. We still got to drink the frickin' 1835.
I've been drinking it at the farm.
We're just going to drink without him.
Yep.
We have a Chad now.
Done.
1835 is awesome.
Yeah, but we're going to drink the 121.
You had that the other night.
So you had the 121, but you haven't had the Suburban aged.
No, you haven't had the Suburban
okay.
age.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
talk about that one. Yeah.
So we might do that.
We have both now.
We might do that next week with Louis.
Oh.
You bastard.
I'm just kidding. We'll show up to follow.
It's a wholeheartedly unchristian thing to do to somebody.
Thanks for the booze. Get out. Speaking of booze, guys, make sure you watch the taste test videos. I don't know when the next one's coming out. Probably the week after this one. We'll see what happens. Editing and all that. So, but we will have a new one with the vodkas. We have the vodkas to chest. Oh, he's yawning.
yeah.
He's yawning. Look at him. Either way.
Big Bear tired.
Big Bear tired. Big Bear
Big Bear
out.
sleep.
I need sleep or food or both, and then work.
Which might mean sleep.
No, you're supposed to be guarding it.
Yeah.
Either way. Bye, guys.
Later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Gotta remember to hit the button.